Hello, everybody, and welcome to Paddling Pool here on Dapple Productions. And I have not calmed this tournament in a hot minute, so I'm looking at the screen. All this is new to me. What is going on this screen? What is on? Okay, you know what? Let me lock back in. I'll address all this in a second. But I am joined here by the one and only Mouse. Say what's up, Mouse.
Aw, thank you, Stormy. It's glad to be here. I haven't actually done this for a while too. I'm just, I've not been up to much. Just been relaxing, trying to deal with, life because life has happened.
Hey, look at me like that. Life be life. That's why I haven't been commenting in a while either. But you know what? We are here now on the mic together, so we're going to have a great time. And we are here in, I believe this is winners semifinals here. Yeah, winners semifinals. We have Epilarp taking on Mogafu, and Mogafu being a 14-seeded team, going on quite the going on quite the run here, which is very impressive. But I'm looking at their roster. Seeing their roster, it doesn't surprise me they're making this deep run. You got Tiki on this team, one of the well-known players, and basically got a lot of like really strong French players on this team.
What the? I'm sorry. What? This is a. I'm sorry. Okay. What on earth is going on here on side of Mogfat?
I mean, it's Mog. I think it's Mogfi. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna. We're gonna say Mog. We're just gonna call them Mog, right?
Yeah,
With that being said, they are running a bamboo with the mini 52 intention, so it's kind of a dive comp, more or less with a quarterless dive comp is what they're running, which is like very impressive to see. You can see it dipping his hair. They're playing really aggressive and just running at their opponents and constantly going to be applying pressure and looking to take a lot of space. But I do say they're gonna go 3 down here.
Yep, that trade right there is just going to levelize things as we are back in a neutral state. Neither team has decided to pick up that Rainmaker yet. Just seeing the members of Mog and Epilarp, which I'm sorry, that's just Epitaph in a disguise. You can't fool me. I know I've commed for Epitaph a few times, but it's a surprise to see. Cloud here with the Tetris gonna, as you know, Tetris are a very aggressive thing, but the overlap and the ink! Oh my god, the kill with the ink! Sorry, auto bomb. Stepping on, we have the Kiwi with that bamboozler going up right in the face and getting app free as Mogfau are going to get that checkpoint, which, as you know, on this map, checkpoint could evolve into a lot of things, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, indeed. We got Epilarp running the double gal conk here with the 96 and the 52. So they're gonna have Wall and that Vacuum. They're gonna use the Vac to try to push out and regain a little bit of balance here. The Vacuum coming up, looking to take a little more space to get a kill onto the Tetris as well. Gonna make their way back to mid, but the dive comp seems to be doing a lot of work. They see them holding their ground really well. The mini's still here. They're gonna get a few jumps in as well. Gonna see the hold on this right side. You see, they have not given them mid control despite going down. It's just going down, but what of it? No one cares if the Tetris die. They're gonna come back with the QR and come back in and jump back in. You can see the mid control is still in favor of Mog, and the fact again for the 96, that thing farms back like nothing, and so they're just going to find a way and finally back control back with 2 minutes going to this game.
But with 3 down on the side of Mog, it's gonna go to the side of Epilarp of terms of mid control with that's a soft wipe, ladies and gentlemen, and everything else. Gonna break through that checkpoint, and is Epilarp going to finish off what Mog could not, that being a lead change into the ink pack, into the lead. But we have a back courtesy of the 96.
Yeah, that Vac is just doing a lot of work. 3 down on the side of Mar. Man, make that a full wipe on the side of Mar. They're going to get a lot of points here in the board. They're going to take that with that cooler and run it down all the way down to 21. Going to try to let the repop if they can. Probably won't be able to considering the popping power on the side of Mar. But that'd be saying the 3v3. They're going to opt to just maintain that space here with 2 that going to this game. 52 looking to make a move. Hammer throw. Going to try to find something, not finding anything. But they're going to look to probably make this Rainmaker reset with 2 minutes going to this game and possibly find a way out. But the Tetris going down once again. Doing a notch on push to the attempt, but the Rainmaker does reset. But the Vac coming out again, that is 4 to 5 Vacs in a span of like a minute and a half. That is insane work.
You see how these could be. This is the #1 Vac weapon right now, you see? Oh, and I think are they pulling the strat? Oh, but they get swiftly punished. Did you see that? They were hiding in the corner doing the Riptide from last year, which Gonna have to tell you stories about Riptide if anyone is going. But back to the match at hand. Mog is back on the screen, just trying to find a thing. But the 96 at the 52 does get a sneaky pick. But the thing is, they're gonna have to regroup and try and find a measure. 52 does go down eventually, but the mid is mostly painted in the purple for Epilarp. And as you know, stalling for time is the best measure, which, it's the winning strategy, but is it the most fun?
It's definitely the winning strategy. It's the one they're going to opt to do here with Fiddler into this game, and I commend it because that's what you need to do. And this is where we kind of have to kind of look at the side of Mog's comp, right? Like, this is Rainmaker, and this is probably the best chance they have on winning a game, especially with a no cooler comp, right? Because this mode benefits them the most. And they're going to try to make one more attempt here to try to get the lead, but they keep going down. Unfortunately, the 96 is dropping down with that cooler and taking out 3 members, getting a triple there. You see the aura activated, getting another kill. But look at chasing this last member as well, just doing a lot of work here on this 96.
Yeah, right. As the time towards the end, we are going to have the 96. 50, I think it's the 52, the one with Wolf.
That's the 52, yeah.
2 down on the side of Epilarp, 10 seconds to go. They do have the ink back to try to double push the 96, find the pick, fine. Trying to get another, dodging it, Wales, but unsuccessfully going down. Mog does have that Rainmaker. They're going to have to try and do one last push.
Oh my god.
Angela's trying to find the 52, but it's just Trade City, and they go down. Epilarp. Take game 1.
Go down, and Epilarp does take game 1. And you can see the advantage of just having a cooler. Whereas at the beginning, like, yeah, sure, Mog had like a really strong showing. They looked really strong, really good. But once Epilarp found a way back in, slowed down their pacing, slowed down Mog's gameplay, and then once they got their basically only push going, it was just too much of a landslide, especially with that cooler, with that vac cycling with the 96 cycling the vacuums constantly, and the 52 running in, just killing basically everything. Just became a bit overwhelming for Mog, and that's not something you want to see when you're running a dive comp. You don't want to be the one overwhelmed. You're supposed to be overwhelming your opponents, and right there, Epilarp just overwhelmed them.
If you're losing at like the one big thing you're at, it's kind of a problem. Again, I wouldn't say it's just the cooler, the back. Well, they wouldn't. The backline for sustenance. I think you noticed when Epilarp was starting to make their big push that they always like took Mogfowl down to like 2 or 1, just one person at a time to kind of like a cycle stall, which.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is where Mog kind of has to like rethink a bit of their comp over. Like, I'm not sure if the Tetris plays something else, but the Tetris severely got punished for like a good 2 minutes of that game where they went down consecutively back to back to back to back. And we can see the comps come out here. So they're still sticking with that Tetris, but going with the light Tetris. That's the one with Sprinkle the Zipcaster instead of the one with Restarter. That's a bit interesting there. And I think that's the bubble mini for sure alongside that 52 and that Bamboozler with the chump. So actually a decent zones comp, still running quarterless. It was still a pace for them, but then we got the Luna Blaster Neo with that, of course, with that ink back in 52 coming out inside of Epilarp, and we can see it just do a lot of work right now as we speak, taking 2 members down.
And we are down to that as the Bamboo is on their own, which doesn't hit their foot. We are going to have the lead exchange. Someone does jump in, but it immediately gets picked off. Just guarding that switch as the 52 does opt to take the 10th path. Just trying to get a little bit of push, throwing down that sprinkler. Popping that. Those killer whales, but it just seems like they're ready with the 52. Popping their own killer whales, finding 2, 3. They're probably going to go get 10. They are probably going to go get 10.
This is what we call an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, and Epilarp is being the immovable object with this comp, with their 52s, the 50 bombs being spammed, the 96 having the vac coming out right now as we speak, probably looking to shut down an area. Popping it right here is kind of interesting. Probably looking to help a teammate with their fight. They're going to move forward there with that back shot, and the ultra coming out is going to help them get a trade. And with only like a few seconds to go in the zone, are they going to be able to reflip it over? But doing a pick over the zone is not going to be enough. Epilarp is just going to take the game, making it look so easy and clean.
Yeah, I'm lost for words, honestly. Like, whatever plan, what was the name again?
Mog, just call him Mog. Just call him Mog.
Mog, thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, whatever plans Mog had, Apple Up just shut them down. So it was like, you tried going with the VAC, you tried going in with not the VAC, but the whales, you tried going with the chumps, and they just retaliated with the stronger or well-timed specials.
Yeah, indeed. And this is just kind of just a substance of just, well, 96 in fact in general. Like even if it is getting a 100-point nerf, you would probably still see the 96 still do
100.
96 things. Despite the nerf, like people are probably still going to be using VAC because VAC is just really, really good, really, really strong. Is that if you don't have anything for the VAC, if you don't have a way to overload it, fill it up real fast, or just kill it outright, you are going to struggle. And that's exactly what we're seeing happen to Mog. They don't have anything that can just walk up to VAC or just get rid of it. Like when you have a crab tank on your team, you can use the crab tank bullets and fire rate to just constantly fill up the VAC. That's what you can do. Or if you have an ultra stamp on your team, you can use ultra stamp to just run through the VAC. I know they had that mini, but the mini just clearly wasn't doing enough there in that first game. Or if you have a sword, like a sword just cuts through VAC if they run up to it, but they don't have that on their side. They don't really have any measures to get rid of the ink VAC, and that is why they are struggling.
I feel like I'm gonna say this. What if the mini swap to edit? Because the edit would give them like some sort of like bigger anchorage. It would give them, as you said, a way to fill up that ink vac. It would give them like maybe a bomb. It would. Who knows? Maybe they don't play edit. Doesn't have to be an edit. It could be a
It'll be
Hydra.
they'll lose their aggression, and I don't think that's what they want to do. Because like what bamboo edit, I mean, it can work on paper when you think about it, but then one of them will have to play a lot more aggressive. And then if they're playing, depending on which edit they play, if they play crab edit, then sure. But like overall, I think they will want to stick with that mini. It's just I think right now they're just genuinely getting outpaced, outspaced, and the Epilarp is just maintaining that ground just a lot more easily, and that's why they're like not struggling that much. And they're pretty much the same count coming out here.
No, we are actually. If you notice, the bamboo has swapped to a pen, probably because of the long range.
Oh yeah.
Eel tail. Oh, it's tower control. We don't normally go to tower control here. Very unpopular map, which I mean, pleasant to see some varieties. We are seeing that Luna poke.
Oh my god! This acing. Oh my! Acing is such a menace to that little blaster. I saw him basically sneak there at the beginning of the game into that corner, and then he just shot twice, got a kill. Shot two more times, got another kill. And then he just basically cleared the rest of the squad. As we said that they are barreling towards this next checkpoint. 3 members down on the side of Mog. They have nothing they can do. Oh my god, they're just absolutely getting slaughtered right now. Getting spawn killed as we speak. That coming out as well is going to make it even harder on the way to that last checkpoint. Looking to break through and possibly in this game real soon, Mouse.
It's already about to be over. They're going to have to try and grab the checkpoint quick as the pen is going to have for the press. The security, and they do manage to grab the tower. Wait a minute. AC is just poking.
Yo, Acing is just a go. He gets another kill. He gets Acing with the pentakill right there on the Luna Blaster. Luna Blaster is so broken. You can see Acing, Acing being one of the best Luna Blaster players you can have on your team as well. Getting kill after kill, pushing down to 3, and it looks like Mog has no answers whatsoever to this. And the vet coming out is just going to spell the end for them. It's so over. It's so over. Oh my goodness.
Jeez. Yeah, we were glazing acing, but the pen's cooler was a good block, the ink vac, but unfortunately, as far as they've made it, they're gonna have to go to losers, and Epilarp will be moving on to the
winners finals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the winners finals.
That is just crazy. Like I know Luna is like a very it's a very easy weapon. You can just kind of shoot and things die, but that was just crazy. Just kill after kill right there. Getting a pentakill, getting 3 kills at the beginning, then a pentakill to keep it going. Acing really just did that, and then the fact the 96 just always had VAC at the worst times for Mog. Mog just looked like they genuinely had no answers there, but Mog clearly on a run of a lifetime, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see them again. Because clearly they just ran. I think Mog just ran into a bad matchup there. I feel like they
Yeah,
just ran like you know how in Pokemon they have type advantages. Like, I feel like that's what happened to Mog right there. They just got mogged by the other team by on weapon select.
yeah, but oh, yeah, beat me to it. Yeah, beat me to the punch there. But I'm glad someone said it.
Yeah, it just seems like they just lost on weapon select. But with that being said, Mog will be going on the loser. The rest of the Epilart will be seeing them in winners final shortly. Don't go anywhere. You are watching Paddling Pool on Dapple Productions.
Wow, thank you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Paddling Pool on Dapple Productions. We are seated here in winners finals, and I am joined here by the lovely Mouse. Say what's up, Mouse.
Oh, not much. You just told me like what 5 minutes ago. We've been chatting behind the scenes and learning a little bit about each other, which is cool because
hmm
Stormy said he's not been back from commentating in a while, and I've taken a little while. So, do you know anything about the team members on whatever this team? I'm gonna call them few. A few.
hmm
Do you know any? Hello,
I mean,
Bob.
yeah, I mean, yeah, no, they're all very notable players. Like Bonk is an incredible roller player. Puts the Carbon V roller very strong. Phoenix is always very known in his own right. It's Phoenix. Like everybody knows Phoenix. Plus one player, DivX, basically one of the best EU players around. Zach Crom being a really strong plus two player. I don't remember what weapon they play, but I have seen them around. And then there's Mono. But they plus three, Division X, just a strong bucket player. I think it all right. Did they play bucket? I could be wrong, but we'll see when the match is open. But yeah, no, this is a very strong team. They're literally seed one. They're seed one for a reason, and they're here literally in winners final, so it checks out. And then right here we got seed two being Epi Larp, and we just saw them handily take care of business back in winter semifinals. Game one, dominant. Game two, super dominant. Game three, destruction.
Mega dominant.
So yeah, so we'll see how things pan out there for both of these teams as we head into game one of winners finals, Mouse.
You're right on the Slosher pick. Same comp. Very similar comps out here. Only difference being the Carbon and Slosher instead of the Luna and 52.
Yeah, indeed. So 96 with that bucket and that Carbon, just like I said, because Bonk just flips in that Carbon. And Carbon's getting up both of them next pass. So, I think Bonk is getting ready for that, getting their practice in right now. That Vac targeting that Carbon as we speak. And it's going to be happening for the jump out as Epilogue will be controlling the zone on his first interaction.
Yeah, as you said, Palapa just holding, but it can be a very long hold for both teams. Bonk just going out on the left, popping that Zuka, just keeping it, finding a pick on the 52, going down to the pencil, but Epilop is still in control. This is a very decided hold for Epilop, but as I said, it can work both ways.
Yeah, indeed. And I think Few right now was having a lot of staggered respawns for a minute. Now they finally stopped staggering their respawns. Now they're looking to form a push back in with the help of that ink back. Back coming on the other side. Here comes a counter back coming on the other side. We get a trade right there with the Luna and the Carbon. Both the fast going off right now at the same time. We're going to see who get these kills. It's going to be the Epilar seeming to come out on top a little bit right there. But they're going to be holding the zone a little bit. Pulu coming out, 52 down. They're going to try to move it as we speak. Still holding control of the zone here on this right side. 96 holding down this right side, looking to hopefully maintain control. Zoo coming out, not finding any picks for the side of Few, but they're getting ran down now by AC. AC looking to make forward, make a play, get a full wipe, and that is the game. Epilark will be taking game one very handedly.
Yeah, I was about to say but yeah, no, it's pretty much sealed as soon as that wipe out, which is a shame. Again, I could see the plan, but unfortunately, the execution did not hit.
Yeah, no, it's like what I was saying earlier, where Few just for the first 50 ticks of that game on their points were just staggered. They just made themselves staggered. They kept coming in, dying, and they never actually sustained themselves. They didn't sustain themselves until basically they pushed down to 40, and by that point, it was basically too late. They limited the amount of chances they had to retake that zone, and it's really surprising, especially since, well, we play all zones mostly now in this community, seeing that's how they struggled there. But it is what it is. But they will be losing game one, and they're gonna go on to Rainmaker Hagglefish. Wait, we play this? We play this? Oh my god!
The rule actually, no, Stormy. The way I believe, these work is the picnic system. So both teams pick from the maps they want to play, and then all the senders do allowed maps, and it will pick which ones, and so all the ones that. Yeah.
No, I know how it works. Who picked this? Okay, there we go. It's tower control. See, that makes sense. I'm about to say, ain't nobody picking Rainmaker Hagglefish. I'm about to say, nobody's picking that. Okay, tower control Hagglefish. See, now that makes sense. See, that's what I'm used to. That makes sense, because Rainmaker Hagglefish is terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, but the cheeky jump is like, it's funny. I like playing it in open, but competitive is different.
No. The competitive is miserable. You know, one of my most like hypest moments was on the Rainmaker Hagelfish and Looney said back in 2023. And I was just we basically insta KO'd the game as soon as it started to force it to basically go up in a set 4-3 and Looney, and I was popping off. It was like great. That makes
Lucy. Oh, Lucy.
that
I'll
oh
have
man.
to tell you about Lucy after the match, but yeah, as we said, Carbon is quite a technical weapon. I'm not saying regular roller isn't, but regular roller can cover some like issues that Carbon has, but still going with a really aggressive build there. As
So
per
thi-
Bonk.
So this is interesting because few is opting to switch to that V roller with me, which is fine. We have the bubble coming out, but they're using the Pro with Crab Tank, not Splash, not Dread Ringer, not any of the other good crab weapons, but the Splatter Shot Pro with Crab Tank. And I think that's very interesting. Speaking of which, the Pro is on effect right now. It's going to get jumped. It's going to die. So right, that makes sense. So Epilarp is going to be first one to take control. The roller going down as well. So they're going to be looking to get a push going right now with this tower.
Yeah, Bonk just diving for the tower despite no backup. I thought that hammer was gonna kill the crab tank, but a good time kill. Acing cornering there, but being forced to jump out. Inkvac going out on the side of Epilarp. Bonk just in a corner, getting a double! And that means advantage will probably shift to Pew. Epilarp, just two on the side of Pew is going to just end up pushing up. Pro is taking that tower, and I think the reason why if they might go Pro here is because maybe the line markup is good on tower. I mean, the accuracy, who knows? They want a more median because they already have the close range 52, but as we are saying that the pen is just riding the tower. Crab is popping, just shooting to try and deflect them back as Pew don't reach the second checkpoint already.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's a huge kill right there from Kiki on that top side with that 52 in order to be able to shut all of that down and keep them from breaking the next checkpoint. It looked very dire for the Epilar, but a nice defense there going to halt them to 40, but they're still going there. Bonk coming out there, getting a kill. We're gonna get another kill. Wolf and another kill, taking down 2. Bonk trying to look at 3. Won't get 3. What a nice flick there from Bonk, and they're gonna keep that push going. He's gonna jump back out with that big bubbler in hand, gonna look to pop it right there and possibly take that tower. And yes, they will. Here they are at that second checkpoint.
Just taking more points like it's a pizza pie. Using the crab tank to just back against the crab tank to end it early. We are going to have the Pro and the 96 dual Pro being more accurate. Will end up winning somehow, and we are seeing that pen poker 52 on the edge, back at that checkpoint. Will they break it? But it looks like that defense with the 52 and the Luna just too decisive to like just hold it for like now, but they are just breaking through, and their defense will break eventually with the crab tank finding a kill on that pen in the corner.
Indeed, and look at the Pro do a lot of work there with that crab tank as well. Back ready at the side of Epilar, have one more chance to stop this tower. They're looking to probably break through and possibly get a KO, but that bubble on the tower is going to stop them short, and they're going to have no way to stop this tower. Immediate KO for the side of Few, and what a response to game 1 Few had with that comp adjustment. We saw the V-Roller do a lot of work. We saw the Splash Jet Pro do work, as well as that pencil. Just switching 2 weapons around to change the momentum of that game, and it will bring it to a 1-to-1 set. Amazing stuff out of Few.
Yeah, I guess because Umami and Zones is just Umami Zones, but I really was intrigued by the choice. Now, did you I wonder, was your questions about the Pro settled, or do you have even more questions?
It's just strange because you usually don't see people opt for the Splatter Shot Pro for a crab tank weapon. You usually see them offer, like I said, the Splash, offer the Dread Ringer because Dread paints really well, or basically any other decent crab weapon. That's what they would usually that's what they would usually choose to opt for. But they chose to opt for the Pro, and that's like, and I think I see why. I think they want to give the roller a lot more crossfire alongside that pencil, because I don't think it's enough just for the pencil to have range. You got to have somebody else giving crossfire to the roller, and I think the Pro covers that really well. And they don't got to worry too much about paint, because pencil paints a lot, 52 paints a lot. So they're not really too much worried about paint for the roller. And I mean, roller doesn't really need paint to like strive anyway. Not a good roller like
No.
Bonk. Bonk can manage without paint.
No, Bonk makes the use out of good situation. I'm gonna slightly disagree with you on the paint for the roller, because like I feel like a carbon is more sensitive, but the vanilla roller can do more. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Anyway, next up is Clams or Museum. Ooh.
Clams on Museum here. We can see the big bowler from Bonk do a lot of work here, but what did they, maybe what Bonk will opt to go back to carbon purely for the Zuka, but like honestly, the way I see it, I did have no reason to change. That being said though, this gives more room for Epilarp to deal with the roller. They can have a lot more space to like distance them and space them out and be able to take their fights accordingly. And we see pretty much basically back on that Luna Blaster is acing with that 52 and then 96 with the fact. So pretty much same cost coming out on the side of both sides. So we'll see who comes out on top.
But if you let a roller loose, it can get really chaotic on this map, especially 52 does go down early with the roller going down as well. Pen and the Pro are just going to have to force to make a thing flank from the 52 right here. Swinging around, but they do manage to catch him, but will they end up killing him? It looks like there's going to be a trade between the 52 and the Pro. Advantage in the middle is held by Epilarp.
And that could have been very, very difficult for Feud right there if the 52 managed to get both of those picks, but luckily they were able to sustain themselves and shut that down accordingly. But Epilarp still looking to be in an advantage here. We see the Pro on the flank right here, popping that crab. They're going to draw attention, but they're going to jump over there and ignore that crab tank and try to force a score here in right there. But I don't think it's going to work here, but they're going to be very patient there, force the score in. We're going to see if the Pistons is going to try to move forward here and try to get the clams in, or just coming out right here, going to throw it, try to get a little chip damage. It's going to be a little chip damage. Going to try to force the score in, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to opt to play patient there. 2 dead on the side, and they're going to reset and start another push.
Yeah, but even by being 2 out, they have just given the side of Few a power clam, which I have seen in tournaments like this, that any difference, especially in Clam Blitz, can and will be used because of, you know, the players' skill, essentially. We are going to have Pen just back up a bit. It seems like Few is trying to get some space, but when they do struggle a little bit. Bonk just finding a pick in the corner. Again, are they from Crab? I'm just a bit confused right now what their game plan is.
Right now we're in a bit of a stemma, but as I said, the stemma look to be broken here, as we're going to see Field try to make their movement, make a jump across, and find a way to get points onto that board. We're going to see the Pro here move forward here with the help of that big ball. They're going to be able to try to pick down on the 52. This is what you're coming in here, but the Ultra Stat has a lot to say about that. Ainsley getting a nice pick, but does ultimately get shut down without a cooler. But as I said, picks are being traded back and forth. Pistol moving forward here, trying to make a play. 52 looking to shut that down though, as they cornered him on both sides, looking to move forward here. The pencil is stuck, but it's going to move forward, trying to make a move, but the Luna Blaster does shut that down. And kind of a really big scuffle going on here. They are still defending here, and they do find a way to score the ball, and 52 able to find a pick. Going to try to find another pick, and it's not able to find that one.
Oh, they just needed one more to take the lead. Unfortunately, but they are managed to find 2, taking that lead back. No, they weren't shut down. They were just suspended for a minute. Trying to throw that clam in would have given them a lead to 54, but unfortunately, there's not. 74, still a respectable total.
Yeah, indeed. And so with only 2 minutes to go into this game, not a lot of points being scored on either side here. It seems like a big kind of a death match going on right now, trading picks back and forward. So one of them is going to have to try to break through. We see that 52 making an aggressive play there on the right, going to ultimately get a trade there on both the sides right there. But the Feud seem to have never the advantage here, but they are coming back with their cooler and seem opting to reset. So both teams are just going back to just resetting and holding neutral ground in mid.
We've still got a lot of time in the match to go. Well, not a lot, but a lot to make some decent plays. So again, anyone can win this in my opinion because of just how well set up the both teams are.
We see Few taking the flank and that 52 gonna look to jump in and possibly break open the gates, and he won't break open the gate. Oh, but the nice pick there from Ace and able to shut that down and hold the defense there. Bonk is still up there, but they all only get one more claim, and that could have been disastrous. The 52 flank coming out on the side of Few. Kiki doing an amazing job there to break the ice, and they could have got a bunch of points there, but they were able to stop it. But as I say, that two more members go down. That crab tank is doing a lot of pressure. It is just Acing left alive here. He's going to get pressured out, able to get a trade, but one of it, and more points on the board for the side of Few when they're going to this game. They're going to throw in the kitchen sink into this basket and push all the way down to 40. So all in all, still a decent defense for the side of Epilar.
Yeah, no, could have been way worse, but Epilar do have the. Speaking of kitchen sinks, they have like what 3 whole kitchen sinks on lock, so they are going to have to. Oh boy, just to make use, they've got that sprinkler going out and to try and paint. Bonk is guarding. If you see that in the edge, trying to find a pick, does end up finding a pick on Acing as we go into the last 10 seconds. 52 acting aggressively. Killer Whales going back. They are going to jump back. Killer Whales are going to follow them as we get the 20 seconds of overtime.
Hold on. We get the pin here with the pin flick here playing on this left side. We see the other stuff coming up. Get thrown. Here goes that flag coming up looking to protect. They're going to try to throw it in, but they're not able to throw in the ball. But Kiki's on his backside looking to try to make them play. They got to do a lot. AC, the last one left alive, but it's not going to be enough as they get wiped out there. Few going to take that game with a stellar defense at the very end, not able to throw in that power climb with the fact, and they're going to go up in the winner's final set 2-1.
Yep, they are. Very well done from Few. I feel like just Few has studied Epilar's tactics and has used them against them, which is very wise and, well, what can I say?
Wow, what an amazing showing there from Few. And honestly, I think Epilar still put up a really good defense there. Despite the situations looking not very favorable, they were still able to hold them down to only 40 points, where they easily could have gotten pushed down to like 5 or even KO'd. That being said, though, they will be moving on to Rainmaker on Humpback Pump Track, and I'm curious to see how things are going to go here because Epilar has to work cut out for them here, especially dealing with that roller. But I can see Acing easily taking over that game, considering how round that map is and how close quarters it is. That Luna Blast can do a lot of work there.
I have got that pro. But you've got that pro on the side of Few if they decide to bring it out.
I think that pro's a difference maker. I think that pro is low-key just a difference maker, if that makes sense. Like, the V-Roller and the pro specifically are just huge difference maker. Like, 52 does 52 things. Pencil is pencil. You can never really truly make those weapons bad, clearly. Even despite these nerfs that are coming in, they're probably still going to get used, right? But the Roller and the Splash Shot Pro are doing a lot of work. Like I said, that pro is adding that extra crossfire, that extra range, that extra chip damage, as well as farming the crab tanks from a safe distance. And then we have the roller just constantly, even though it's dying, it is forcing engagements, forcing Epilar to have something to worry about, and forcing them to like show themselves to where Epilar cannot play Sharky. The Luna Blaster cannot play Sharky because the roller is constantly doing things on the map, and it's very interesting to see why it's working and why they're taking these games.
A small shark, big shark situation.
Exactly.
It's like Acing needs to mimic Bonk's power, not in terms of skill, they're quite close, but in terms of like just
it's more of a weapon thing. Like Roller can shark and get value. Luna can shark, but it doesn't get as much value as like a Roller can. And that's why it's like, dang, it has to the Luna has to show itself before the Roller shows itself. And I think they're going, is that a Dynamo? That makes sense. No, that makes sense. We have a Dynamo.
You've got a Dynamo Roller.
That makes sense.
You've got a Splatana Wiper, which shout out to Knightley. I know him. That we use anyway. We are going to have the Dynamo. Oh, that's going to make a world of difference.
Yeah, indeed. And honestly, no, that makes complete sense. We have a Dynamo here because it's Humpback with that cooler out, and as well as with that Jet Squelcher as well, with the going to looking to spend Vax and get this Vax all the time. We're going to see first checkpoint immediately go in the favor of Few. But as I said, they do go down, so we're going to see a counter push immediately get made for the side of Epilar. And with that Wiper up, they're going to have an Ultra Stamp ready. So worst comes to worst, the Wiper, compared with the Ultra Stamp, can easily take care of that vacuum if they so need to in a dire situation.
But conversely, if you have an ink vac and you use, basically both teams have and can and will have the resources to counter each other, which makes for a decently healthy game, but not in like an unhealthy storm. Just to like a more healthy like counter. But as you see, you are gonna go back on that offensive with losing 2 already, 3. Wait, no, 2. I got a little too overzealous. I'm gonna have that wiper, but it's gonna be 3 now. I was right, just a bit early.
So yeah, we see a bit of a combo just come on the side of Epilar putting out that Wiper, throwing that hammer at that 52, bonk on side of your head. Get out of my sight. We play whack-a-mole here. He literally just threw that hammer at him. And here comes the vac. Oh, but the roller is in, gonna take care of the vac. And what a nice play there by Bonk. Amazing there play by Bonk to get rid of that vac so the rest of their teammates can separate themselves and take care of the push. And only defending them down to 40. What a nice job there by Few.
Yeah, but you are back on the offensive. It's going to be their turn. As you saw, Epilop did use a similar tactic with. Are they using the ink vac duel? Both ink vacs are using ink.
And it's going to go into the favor of Few right there. It's only the pencil left alive. And take care of the pencil. They're going to complete life. They're going to run a free reign over to the pedal. So they're going to try to shut it up. But it's not going to be enough. Few taking the game. And they will be taking the set 3-1 in winners finals. Moving on to winner side grand final. Congratulations to Few. And we just saw how much faster they just played right there at the end with the help of that fact. Separating the members. They separated the members of Epilogue really well, and that's why they were able to come out on top.
Yeah! I was just blown away. You saw, like, a Few just start with the checkpoint push. They got their checkpoint broken, and then they just said, nah, we'd win, and just used Epilogue's tactic, but better, because Epilogue did try and use the ink vac, but Bonk was there to get a trade, but this time there was no Bonk on the enemy team to cancel out, so that kind of was the difference maker. And then just the amazing offense of Few up that pedestal ended up getting that knockout.
And it was just a really good showing there on the side of Few. But Epilar, no slouches themselves. After taking that game 1, we saw an immediate adjustment there made out of Few, switching to that 52 into that Spider Shot Pro. We see them help them take games 2 and 3, and on game 4, playing their weapons to the terrain of the map, putting out that Dynamo with that double roller, with the Jet Squelcher, and we just saw them do a lot of work there, and it helped. We saw a switch to the Wiper, and the Wiper pick definitely was a good one. I just think they got separated way too easily, unfortunately, but that just credit to Few and how well they play and how strong players they are. They are C1 for that very reason. With that being said, though, Epilarp is not out of this tournament yet, though. So they will be going down to losers finals, waiting to see who will play them. And right in front of us, I believe we have Temple and Blank Z.
Yeah, but that was Seed 2 that Seed 1 just dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to see some sort of Seed upset or like a lock-in from the side of Epilarp. Who's on Temple? I mean, I know Blanks.
Temple is Seb, Risu, Yokaru, and Rusty. So Risu, obviously really strong 52 player, well known in EU scene. Seb is also a really strong player in their own right. I forgot what weapon they play, but basically these are all really strong players. Obviously, I mean at this point, there's nobody who isn't strong at this point. Let's be honest here.
This is what top. This is top 4. This is deciding top 4.
Yeah, basically. It's just deciding top 4. Like everyone at this point is 5th place or higher. So yeah, no, there's nobody that isn't strong here. And of course, everybody knows Blanks. Everybody knows Blanks. I had the honor of playing. I had the dishonor of playing against them. Oh man, they're so annoying to fight, especially on Rainmaker. No. Oh no, we gotta commentate Blank Z Rainmaker? Oh, kill me now. Oh man. They were. Go ahead.
I'm drawing a blank. No.
Yo. Oh my god. Blank Z Rainmaker is actually really fun to watch. It's really ratty, it's really annoying, it's really stupid. It's fun to watch, annoying to play against.
Hold up.
Is that double bubble I see? Yeah, we got double bubble here coming out on the junior and those dualies. And we'll see a more typical comp coming out on the side of Temple running that 5296 with that bucket and the pencil. So interesting comp here. We'll see how it works out here in Tower Control Umami, which is not a map you see often. Wow, who picked this?
We'll have to double check, but Jorian could help us. I mean, I can check, Jorian can show us all. Either, but I am very intrigued with the team comp, but it does seem that Temple are just throwing those strikes, establishing some sort of control, somewhat similar to the Few, because if anyone remembers the match of Few from last set, how they held that area.
Yeah, indeed. We see the bubbles coming up, but I don't think the bubbles are going to be very useful in Tower Control on Umami. I feel like if this was zones, then yeah, it could be useful. We see it basically do nothing there. Rester on that ink back. The strike's coming up for Yokaru, and then we see Risu move forward with that finish. He's going to get another pick, get 2 picks right there, and it's not going to be able to stop them, but they do end up taking 2 members off of the tower. The bucket's still alive, trying to do some work. It's not going to really find anything. So we're going to see a stop. Yeah, I pushed down to 17 for the side of Temple. But with that being said, this is Umami Tower. This can easily swing back in the favor of Blink Z because that's the kind of map it is.
But with 1 down already, it's not going to be as easy as they think. But again, they do have that double bubble which strikes. Unfortunately, do not repel bubble. Oh!
With that being said, 3 members do go down on the side of Temple. Blank Z looking forward to get a lot of points to the board, and that bucket is nowhere near those strikes. That's not what you want to see. They're going to take a minute to get those strikes, and they have 2 bubbles probably at the ready very soon, as well as that cooler coming very in the push again. But they're going to use the vac to push it instead. Risu able to force a lot of space, get 2 picks with the help of that vac. One of the messages out there, but the orange still coming out on the side of Luna. Going to take out 1, take out 2, but it's not going to be enough. That's how Ruby said. We see Risu Shark in the mid. An amazing play there by Risu in order to basically save the game for them. Because if he didn't make that play, they were going to be in trouble.
But that Luna did manage to find 2. It's kind of a soft wipe against a Temple. They only had the bucket. I think Stormy and then.
Oh no! The bucket's going dead.
Checkpoint. Oh no, that's already been broken.
The bucket's going down and Reese's going down as well. They're not going to be. They're going to have nothing for those. They're going to have nothing for this bubble. They're going to reach it. They lead with ease, and the hammer coming out as well. They might just win the game. The vet coming out. It's going to be enough. Reese's going to jump onto the tower, find 1, but it's not going to be enough. Blank Z just going to take it. And what I was worried about there just came to fruition, because despite them being able to stop them that first time because of that back and Rusu forcing them to make a play, if they don't regain any control, then all that's going to happen is the juniors are going to reform a bubble, and then it doesn't help that the bucket just died immediately and couldn't farm strikes, so they had nothing to stop that push. Nothing to stop those 2 big bubblers to build a tower and KO the game. Nothing.
Yeah, they used strikes a little too early. But yeah, I mean, I'm just intrigued to see that comp win, because like you'd think that, like, especially running like 3 of the main Stalers, you'd say, but running the bubble dualies is a choice, and I'm pleasantly surprised as someone who mains like low meta or low pick choices.
Yeah, no, indeed, it's just really insane, because despite how good Temple looked at the beginning of that game, they needed to KO right there. And that's what I was passively thinking. They needed to KO, because double bubble tower control Umami, yeah, bro, that's toxic. Yeah, no, Blank Z picked that. Blank Z picked that stage. Who would have guessed? Blank Z definitely picked that stage. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Y'all picked that stage. Y'all knew exactly what y'all were doing, running the double bubble there. It makes sense. It went straight into their favor, and they played it really well. So you know what? They won, and now they get to go into something they're still comfortable on, and that's Rainmaker. Rainmaker.
You said you had the honor or dishonor of fighting them.
Dishonor. Dishonor. You want the concept is right here. Sploosh, Citrus, Luna Blaster. That is the dishonor. That is the dishonor. That is the displeasure I had of fighting them. The sploosh is so annoying. Paired with that tension, there's two rats. Look at that instant pop right there. They're going to be constantly picking up aggression. They play a dive comp with cooler. A dive comp with cooler. So they're going to be very annoying, and I'm very interested to see how Temple is going to deal with that. Recently coming out, looking to find a pick or two with the foot of vacuum. They're going to be able to jump out. The Stamper going to look to find one pick and trying to find another. But that being said, yeah, a Stamper pick coming out on the side of Temple. Very interesting.
Despite how Temple is holding strong there in mid, going to have to try and contest the sploosh. I feel like I have a friend who made sploosh, but I have no idea if they're... But no, it's not them, because it's blanks. But yeah, throw
Oh my god!
Finding a pick!
Another pick! Look, they're dead. Look, they're dead, they're gone. That is what happens when you run two hammers on Rainmaker. They're gonna pop this Rainmaker up, get a pick, and pick up this corner and run forward some more. Look at that wrist, they're gonna take out two more members, and it's gonna be very hard for them to defend. It is just a 98 seconds left alive. They're gonna go down immediately. It's over. The game is over. The game is over. And this is what I mean by displeasure. This is what I mean by Blank Z Rainmaker. This is what I'm talking about. If everybody knows, if you fight Blank Z on Rainmaker, you are in for one hell of a time. This is what they do. This is what they do.
What if I take my own sploosh to counter them?
Yeah, good luck with that, because they have mastered the art of the rat, the art of the craft, the art of being annoying. They oh my god. It's incredible. It's incredible. Like, I can only laugh at it. Well, that being said, they're masters of their field. And that being said, 2-0 Blank Z. Moving on to loser semifinals.
Unfortunately, loser semis? I thought this was loser semis.
No, this is quarters. This is quarters.
Oops. I was jumping to something, but unfortunately, this does mean Temple are out. I mean, Temple played a good game, but, like, come on. Blanks was just better.
It's just one of those things where I think Temple just ran into probably the worst circumstance ever, because game one was Umami tower control. If that was like Umami zones, then I feel like Temple would have easily taken that. But because they had to run into two maps back to back that favored Blank Z, they honestly got really unlucky. But that being said, Blank Z just played better in those scenarios. Clearly they did, otherwise they wouldn't have won. So a great job to them indeed. With that being said, we are waiting on the other side of the bracket, and that is, we're waiting on Mog to face Distinct there in their losers quarter set to see who will face Blank Z in the loser semi set. And we'll be actually tuning into that right now as we speak, Mouse.
Ooh, ready. Interesting. I guess with the losers rounds, they go a lot quicker than the winners rounds, because, I don't know. Wait a minute. It makes you wonder, if Blanks were so strong and they destroyed Temple, who the hell do you think sent them down there?
Who? Say who down there? Who, Temple?
Yeah, who sent Blanks down there?
Who sent Blanks down there? Epilart. Epilart sent them down there, which makes sense. They beat them 3-1.
3-1?
Yeah, Epilart beat Blanks 3-1, yeah.
So theoretically, if they meet, I feel like it depends. It really depends.
It does. Yeah, no, it does depend. That being said, we have Mog facing Distinct. Distinct being a team, like, I just gotta say, like, I've seen Distinct's growth from back when they were, like, still around our, like, still, let's say seed level / low 8 level. It's really impressive to see how far they have come as a team. Seed 12, by the way, and here they are in basically top 5. And same thing with Mog. Seed 14, here they are in top 5. So we got both these teams making deep runs into this event. So we're going to see how things pan out here. We saw Mog earlier with their suicide dive comp with that bamboo, with those tetras as well. Similar to Blank Z, just without a cooler, basically. And then Distinct, I can tell you, if you know anything about the Stick Mouse, they run that roller. They run that shot. like they're incredible. They're incredibly aggressive players.
Considering I've heard like one of their members and voting to plus, I would not want to mess. No, I will. I actually do wonder what is your like estimated skill level? Because are you like low ink eligible? What are we dealing with?
Yeah, no. That is very true. That being said, though, we're going to see the maps come out here. 'Cause I think they're starting on Clan Bliss Barnacle, and I see this thing do a lot of work on Clan Bliss Barnacle, especially with the help of that roller and the help of the other members. Because I think their comp is usually consists of bow, shot, roller, and I think decaf. I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong. I think it might be bow, shot, roller 52 now because I see Zermat is here. I see because they're playing with Zermat, and Zermat's a 52 player. Last time I checked, I could be wrong. We'll see when the game opens up.
Hmm. Now I've heard of this thing. I've looked at their bracket runs. I feel like this is one of their best bracket runs I've seen in a while.
Yeah, indeed. That being said, winner of this game gets to face Blank Z, who are pretty much looking like alpha males right now. They got to be feeling good about themselves after 2-0 their opponents like that. So whoever wins this set has to go face down a hefty, buffed up Blank Z, and let's hope the maps don't spin into their favor like they did in that last game, like that last set we just watched. So Mog is looking to redeem themselves from their loss back in loser semis. Back in the not winter semi. Yeah, not losers. Back in winter semi. So Mog has actually been on ice ever since that loss. Like they've been sitting here waiting for a minute. So this is their first time playing in like a while now. So they waited for like basically 2 sets, and now this is their first time playing. So they had a long wait. So we'll see if that affects them a bit.
I don't think so, but I'm not them. So
it is a thing that really is a thing. Tournament fatigue. When you sit down waiting around too long, it really just takes you out of things. It takes you out of the picture. Like it is a genuine thing. That's why maybe they were hopefully in open playing together, doing some type of trading. Maybe they all went to X individually. Maybe they were still discussing strategies. Maybe something to help them keep their mental into tournament mode. But it really is difficult to kind of get back in after you have that long of a break. So we'll see how it fares into Distinct here. Which Distinct is hot right now, taking down the AC 2-1. The AC being Jake, Toba, Samish, and Ips. And then another upset went on the 9th seed, taking down Deja Vu, Inamo, Koji, ZX. Some really good wins for them for the side of Distinct. Distinct is just really impressive. And none of them are in plus. None of them are in plus. Yeah, nope, none of them are in the plus server. It's crazy. Like, but they consistently do things like this. They beat teams that are way above their skill level, at least on paper. Because if you ask me, them making it this far doesn't surprise me. Because I've seen their improvement. I've seen what they're capable of. Like, so them making it this far is like, okay, yeah, I expect this out of them. You know, I mean, of course, tournament seeding, they were seed 12. They were supposed to be long gone a while ago, but here they are now in top 5.
You said I've not really got that much to add. You're just summarizing everything pretty well.
It's what I do. I am a commentator. I mean, this is my field. This is my comfort zone. I'm a big nerd when it comes to this. That being said, if I were to dive into Mog, like the only player I can really dive into is Tiki or Tiki. I hope their name is Tiki. I hope so, because I've seen them around. They've played like a lot in a lot of different teams, a lot of different places, a lot of high level scenarios. And Tiki's like an amazing player. I believe they play like. It just do a lot, and seeing Mog make it that far because Mog themselves are on a generational run as well, same way as this thing. Because like we go over to the winner side of things, right? They beat the 19th seed expected, but then they beat the 3rd seed. The 3rd seed consisting of Tan, Santo, Bandit, and Vizzy. Like really strong players in their own right. Tan just won an SOS. Bandit's been here forever, and Santo is also really strong. These are all really strong players they were able to take down. And then before people started thinking it's a fluke, they were able to take a 3-2 win over the 6th seed, Kenma, Max, Fatus, Zima. All very strong players in their own right. Most of them being some of them in that plus server 3,000 XP. Like they are definitely on a run.
But there can only be one winner. Will it be Mog? Or does... I don't know. I kind of want Distinct to keep going because they've had a really good run already, and I've seen Distinct fail so many times, and seen them. But Mog, I guess just wacky team comp. I guess it just boils down to wacky team comp versus streak builder.
It's only a matter of time to Distinct wins one of these tournaments. Like, genuinely. Like, I mean, I don't know if they've won a tournament. Can somebody confirm it or not? Have they won a paddling pool, a Triton, a SOS? Have they won any of these weeklies? Like these major weeklies we know, but it's only a matter of time till they do. And they're getting awfully close. And then hopefully by time like end of this year, maybe next year, they will have a paddling pool under their belt, or Trident under their belt, a SOS under their belt, something of that nature. I know they're an EUT, so maybe not SOS, but still, they'll have something underneath their belt because they're just constantly improving and bettering themselves. And I know they're like really strong in their UK scene as well.
Eesh. Yeah, no, strong teams give me that. I wouldn't say the scary teams, but like, it's very overwhelming because it's like you're talking about people who could box you in and not think twice. It's just the way it happens. It's just impressive to see this game being taken to so many heights.
Indeed. It is nice to see the game constantly improving, seeing players constantly improve, seeing teams constantly improve. And so Distinct is just a big outlier of that as well.
I'm waiting a little bit for the match. I wonder if everything's all right for the players.
Yeah, indeed, they are taking a minute. So hopefully they figure out their issue, and hopefully everyone's okay. We can get the match going shortly, and we'll see how things go. Oh, that being said, well, there we go. Yeah, there we go. right into the game.
Right, for Distinct, we are going to see Bow and Roller. But arrow spray?
That is very interesting. But yeah, it's basically like I told you, bow, roller shot, and then they're going to use that vac, of course. Going to put a little bit of meta into there. No cooler still. No cooler on either side. So we're going to see a no cooler game here in Loser's Corner. How exciting is that? There's no cooler here. So we get but the arrow spray, very interesting. Put it in 52, run it down, get an immediate pick on the rest of the members of this team. 3 members go down. It's just the bow left alive who jumped out. So they're going to get a free score onto this basket.
Yeah.
If we make a ball. If we make a ball. Okay, there we go.
Wait, no, Distinct is the green team. 3 down on the side of more Distinct. Is that Distinct? No, Distinct is, yeah.
Distinct is in green. There we go.
Yeah.
So Mog getting started off with a immediately strong push all the way down into the 20s there, and the stick going down again. A bowl going down, not good, but the bubbles coming out and the shots coming, looking to slow them down a little bit. They're going to force a bit more score in the basket. It's just the bamboo left alive, and they're going to try to make a play, but it's not going to be enough. But a push down to 11 within the first minute of the game is what you want to see if you're rooting on Mog.
I'm just lost for words. Just like, when they did it so quickly, I could see it, but processing just all the way down to 11, especially with the whole, tactics.
Yeah, indeed. I feel these tactics are not going to stop soon. The shots coming out for the side of this thing, but it's not going to be enough. Map control is still heavily in the favor of Mob, but they do take out the error spread. We see the 9-6 trying to make a play, trying to make a move with the help of these chumps. And Make control going in the favor of this team, but they had to use all of their resources in order to get the control. The only reason they have left is that big bowler for the rollers, so they gotta make it count if they want to have a chance to get a push going. But a flame coming out from that 52. Oh my god, what a jump scare that was. Five Nights at Freddy's here. Haunted Mansion running through right now. And just jumping straight out to people.
Hey, yeah, not that. The 52 was purple colored.
That being said, they are going to be able to force another push going in with the help of that 52 starting up the push. They're getting all the way down. They're going to probably get a KO here. Going to chew through most of their penalty points, but it's not going to be enough to stay able to hold in another defense. But they do considerably drop their penalty points. Just a minute left alive, but they actually get themselves a delayed wipe. So we'll see how things turn out. The Sting has a lot of work to do.
Again, as you said, no lead is truly safe except from a knockout. Maybe Distinct can hold it, but again, they will have to combine their clam dunking skills with good picks, because that's what Mog were able to do. We are seeing the tri-strike, and we're seeing they are burning a ton of their resources, but the Aerospace does find a re-slider pick, which is going to delay some time, but 3 down on the side of Mog. So it's going to set up some time, getting them down to 60, so it's going to just enable a huge lead. Maybe they'll be a leader, but they are throwing a shit ton of clam. 2 down.
Oh man, what a nice kills there about a 52 in order to shut down that push, because if it kept going any longer, that would have been trouble. A nice kill there though by moves on that bow, able to help them make a bigger show, taking down that 52 before I got those killer wheels. So they're going to have a nice set to reset to, almost as those shots at the ready, so they're going to look to help sustain another push here.
Yep, sustaining that push with good picks. But the aim back, bubble a bit. Roller running away, but it's just a roller, and a roller on its own is quite vulnerable.
The roller is quite vulnerable on its own. It just put that big boulder in. They're going to pop the wells onto that roller. Roller's able to actually live, surprisingly. We see the mini checking a lot of fights, and we see a flank coming out on the other side of the members of this thing, but it's not really going to be enough. They're still holding this basket here. Strikes coming out, but it's really good that it's the amount of nothing there, and they just calmly paint over that if you're Mog. Mog is just holding down all this space right now. We're feeling gonna go. I think they're okay with turtling up here, playing a defense there. They're gonna try that before make a play. The back coming out, able to take out 2 members of the Mog. The Sting looking to move forward here, trying to make a play. They gotta force through real soon. They do have that reset at the ready. Reset coming out, but they ended up getting a pick onto that 96. Not what you want to see. They gotta go pick that ball up though, and I gotta force back and stall for a little more time. What a huge kill by that re-slider.
With only 20 seconds left in the match, it looks like this thing does have the reason to take the lead, but Mog just does have the pushing power, but with 3 you can't really push stronger. It's only 2 and 10 seconds left in the match. Stormy, that time is ticking down with it's delayed wipe. Only the bow is alive. Mog are taking extreme amounts of time with the chumps. We are going to enter overtime with only 20 seconds, as everyone or some people know, you do not get that much time. But it's ticking down quickly with 2 down. They have the Aerospace to create some more tough bits too. Rushing the beginning, and it's just a ball, and that's a delayed wipe.
And that is going to be the game. Mog taking a 1-0 lead over this thing, giving themselves match point. This thing put up a valiant effort there. If only their defenses weren't so shabby there, they definitely had a chance. Because I pushed a 36, it's nuts to be ashamed of on a map like this. But, this Mog just had the better offense for the beginning of that game, getting all the way down to 11, and it just carried them to victory.
Yeah. No, it was Mog's, if Distincts, I mean, as crazy as that comp was, they were able to hold and stop a lead from what that clan would have gone 36 to 16, and that would have been 2 more clams to take lead. Not good.
Yeah, indeed. And that could have, and honestly, I think Distinct had a very good shot right there if the 52 didn't just run through and just kill basically everybody. If they just managed to pick up that 52 before it got that close to killing 2 people, they had a really good shot of KOing the game or retaking the lead. So honestly, Distinct definitely not out of it as we're moving on to tower control, ship shape. And I do think Mog's comp is more fitting for this stage. We'll see if Distinct comp can make an adjustment here with that 96, and that bow can do a lot of work here on tower control ship say in order for them to get that win, because they got the work cut out for them dealing with Mog. They definitely got the work cut out for them.
I feel like Mog is gonna change their crazy weapon, because Aerospray, as much as we give it, is not the best for tower control. Clams is good because the clam basket moving, it's good at paint control, it's good at fizzy stalling. Whereas the tower is kind of more of a stationary it's not stationary, it's moving, but the middle is quite it's just like a platform, so it's hard to I'm getting my words through. um, yeah, it's because you're using the reef slider. It doesn't reach all the way. Fizzies could go past the tower, and the aerospray's shots doesn't. It's not a best range. Does that make sense? So
Yes, it
I
does
feel
make
like
sense. No, I feel you. No, I understand. It's just we're gonna have to see how things pan out here as we do dive into this game too. This is match point. Never mind, we got a DC. We won't be diving into anything. The pool. We're not jumping into the pool yet, folks. We're gonna be staying on dry land. We're gonna be staying dry. No getting wet yet.
off the
No
match,
getting wet
who's gonna
yet.
jump? You can actually jump off at the start of the match.
They gotta just look at the cast of the game. This is high level Splatoon. They don't do that foolery. they don't do that foolery.
Whatever. I mean, there's a lot of things that high level does, but I mean, having a little bit of top, who knows? We'll just wait for them to get back in, and we can reload as the rules of a Was that a replay or a lobby DC? I couldn't quite tell. Did they?
Yeah, I think it was. They've been having. I feel like they've been having like connection issues. That's probably why it hit the set. Took a while to start, which is like that does tend to happen in Splatoon, or like just maybe teammate issues. I'm not really sure what's exactly happening or what's caused any of this stuff from happening. Are they playing with a sub? I don't think they are. I mean, I wasn't really. I don't think so.
We're not really TOs. We're just commentating. Well, you're not a TO. Well, are you a
None
TO
of us are.
anyway?
No, I'm not a TO. I used to be a TO for IPO, but not anymore. I'm not a TO.
I am a TO for a couple of orgs, so, but this is not.
I pray for you. You have fun with that. But good job. We appreciate you for what you do for the Sig Mouse. We really do.
Why are you praying for me? What have you seen that is causing you to wish me luck? Because that.
Look, being a TO in this thing, man, you really just gotta hate yourself. I'm just saying. Look, I'm just let me stop. Let me stop. I love my TOs. I love all my TOs. Y'all are all great. Mwah, mwah, mwah. All that good shit. Anyways, going into this match. Here we are, game 2, match point for the side of Mog. And then we have the state trying to spoil it and force a game 3.
Back to Aerospray? Did not expect that.
Yes, indeed. Back to that Aerospray. I think that's their sub. I think that is the sub. Like they had a Tetris the last time we watched them. That has to be the sub that's replacing the Tetris. So I mean, despite that, they were able to take out game 1. And we see that the roller goes out immediately. The 52 going immediate flank, able to take out, basically get rid of the entire team. Get a weapon. They're going to have a free reign on breaking this first checkpoint.
Yeah. I say, except a wipeout quickly does allow Distinct to regroup. So there's no like delaying like some matches have. It doesn't really make much of a difference. Trying to do out to try and stall, but Mark just seemed to have the tough advantage using the arrow spray, not finding a kill, but instead getting splat themselves. 2 up on it. No, it's 2 up on each side briefly. Advantage of numbers goes to Distinct.
Eventually, number just goes to the thing. Able to put up a really nice defense up despite their beginning woes, and that's killed by Tiger there on that roller. Defense of 51 is really good, especially after getting wiped like that. 96 unfortunately does go down. 52 able to get another pick with the pack, able to take them out using that bold tri-stringer with that line marker pack. We see it pay dividends there. They're gonna get another pick with another help. And then we started coming out, didn't find anything, but they are gonna help take care of the other members of this team, and control goes right back into the favor of Mob.
Yeah, you're taking away the crap. My map. The Aerospray is going to be throwing more fizzies as they just try and get back paint. Aerospray for all the shit that it's given is able to take tough really quickly. So.
Yeah, indeed. And so the Aerospray unfortunately does go down with them. We see the members of this thing actually playing a more patient game now. They're like, okay, we see how you guys are playing. Y'all playing more into us. The 52 is going to run at us. So now we're going to let y'all play into our side of the map, and then we're going to take you guys out. If we see it work a little bit there, but I guess against 52, it doesn't seem to matter. The 52 finds another pick. It's going to get that pick on the Jet as well with a nice pick, but the shot's trying to do like Afro doing a lot of work, but it does get taken down. He's going to roll up the line. We see the mini crossing pass on that top left. Going to fight the 96. Actually, when that fight at 96, put on a toxic miss and hold it on top left side. And now we got points ticking down, Mouse.
As we are, everyone's up. The Aerospace has their special 2 down. It's gonna be 3 down, and that's gonna be a white 4 distinct.
And now I think we just need to see Distinct take a bit more initiative. I feel like they're letting them come back in way too easily, especially that 52. We got it at 52. Ooh, what an incredible shot there. Ooh, Robin Hood right there on that archer shot right there by that bow. Nice shot there, able to take out that member. And as well, getting rid of Aerospray as well. And all they gotta do now is look for this 52, make sure they don't run through again. And there goes the 52, there goes the 52. If they find it, they'll be in good shape. And they do find them, sharking it mid. Tiger able to take them out, and they're all going to break that checkpoint and get points on the board. And this could be a nice situation right there. Another nice shot by the bow. Moose doing so much work. Here comes the pack.
They have number, they have player, and they are just a try to. Oh, the arrows, and then the leading straight for Distinct. Incredible. The way they just progressed, but they are. It looks like it is going to be a push ending for side of Distinct, but very well done.
Yeah, Maul seemed to get a little overzealous there, feeding a bit, especially with that 52. And then we saw that the Aerospray tried to reslide. They just mistimed it and then fell past the tower. They tried to reslide on the tower and just didn't go as they planned it. But we're going to see Maul trying to make a counter push. Will's coming out, looking to make a play. Tiger Shark in that top left. It's going to try to find a pick there, but it's not going to find anything. And he's going to get in trouble, but he's going to trade it out with the 52. Well, we're traded by this and myself. Many on this top right side is looking to have a fight here. Put a bubble up, hold on the ground, but the back coming out is looking to hold it. They're going to fire it off. Here comes another reslider, and they're going to take care of that 96. Here comes a push from Mog. Could be spelled trouble here beside the Distinct. Two situation right here with the inkjet and the red. Here comes the inkjet. They're going to shut down that tower, and they are going to shoot it and able to shut it down a bit. If this inkjet goes down, it could be trouble for the side of Distinct.
It really could be. Strikes going out to at this time, so you should be able to get strikes back already. But I'm not going to lay. I still think Mog could take that lead back because it's not impossible. They are going to have to take it soon, but with a trade, it's not going to be soon enough. And if you remember, it's already just under halfway to strikes. And if you know strikes, they are not called GG strikes for no reason. As we see the paint, yeah, we see the Tense Tech just playing things extremely safe.
Yeah, indeed, but I feel like they need to get a bit more space in order for them to be able to successfully strike that tower. They have bubble, they have reset of Maul, the mini does go down. Here comes the pack, able to break that bubble into the strike and jump onto the tower. And they're going to try to jump into the tower, but see, this is what I mean. You got to be careful. You have to be careful. You got to get a bit more space in that. It's not going to be enough. And Mog is going to take the game. And this is what I was saying. You have to be careful. It's not enough to just rely on those strikes. That reef slider able to help them maintain the tower a bit more through the strikes, able to hold them long enough, get the kills. Mog snatched victory from the jaws of defeat, and Distinct snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. Insane work.
I'm just lost for words. Something that normally is like a game ender. The way the strikes went on the tower, the way the enemies were just lined up, but the Aerospray and the other teammates were just able to mop them up so quickly before we were dealing with like what milliseconds. We were dealing with literal milliseconds, and they defied the odds.
That is crazy. If any of those members were able to kill the 52, Distinct had that game. They really did, but they just could not find it, and that is incredible. Mog just able to take that and take the set. I forgot about that, and that is it. That is 2-0 for Mog. They will be moving on to top 4 losers semifinals. Congratulations to them. What an amazing comeback that was for them to win that game. And if you're Distinct, you're probably kicking yourself. You know this should be going to game 3. But hey, 5th place is not a bad showing at all. They played amazing. So to keep their heads held up high, they're only going to keep getting better and better. Their time will come soon.
Yeah, I mean they made it really far. So I will, I will Yeah, no, that's all I can say. And actually, Distinct made it pretty far, I believe, if I check the brackets.
Yeah,
And
they're
but
fifth. They came in fifth place.
but
They
this
tied for
raises
fifth.
the question: who who does who does Mog face?
Blank Z. We got a hungry Blink Z waiting for them to lose the semis. They just got through spanking Temple. So they're looking to put the space here on Mog as well and stop their run and make their way over to that losers finals and get that rematch against Epilart. So they're feeding for that. So we'll see how things go. But that being said, we will be going to sort of like a very short break. Don't go anywhere. You are watching Paddling Pool on Dapple Productions. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Paladin Pool on Dapple Productions. We are here in loser semi-finals. Blank Z taking on Maul. We just saw Blank Z spank Temple, and then we saw Maul get a nice comeback win over Distinct to make it here. And so we're gonna go straight into it. Clan Blitz on what's it called, Mantis Maria. So take it away, Mouse.
Yep, thank you. Back to I thought Stormy was low intelligible. Whoops.
Oh my god, I am literally banned. I've been banned forever.
Okay, focus on the game. You have the Rainmaker on Santa Maria, which is
focus on the game, Mouse. Hey, focus on the game, Mouse. What's going on? Like, we gotta focus on the game right now. Oh my! Now you're good. I'm playing with you. That being said, though, Maul able to stop the push there from Blank Z. We see Blank Z. Oh no, it's Blank Z Rainmaker. So we're back on Rainmaker. We can see Blank Z do it. But that being said, this is Manta Maria, so maybe never mind. I lied. Immediately flank, immediately get to the ship point. We see the Luna Buster do a lot of work. Able to get a lot of chip damage. We want to see the pop go into the favor of Blank Z as well. The recently coming up going to force a lot more space. We see the push still going, able to take out one more member, maybe two more members. They're going to kill in this mini. Yes, they do. Going to try to take out another member as well. The recently coming out is not going to be enough. And it's just the aerospace left alive, and they're able to find that pick as well. Blank Z Rainmaker to the core.
Wow, you know them very well. It's very good to get some good inside context, but the splish and thing I was holding space, grabbing the Rainmaker on the side of Blank, popping that hammer, but unfortunately does go down. But advantage, despite that, the advantage still is going to be that's 3 up. They're going to make a mad dash for that Rainmaker. The arrow
It's an arrow spray.
Now they're going to go for the dunk, but get to 1.
What a crucial stop there for the side of Mog. But if you're Blank Z, you're more than happy with this. You are perfectly okay with this. A push down to 1 is basically the game good as one as long as they play defense properly. But I know Blank Z, they're not going to set up for this. They want that KO, so they're going to keep playing aggressive, never set up for a defense. You know what they say, offense is the best defense in some regards. 2 ultra steps at the ready from that spooch and for that Luna. They're looking for the right time to use it. Oh, but it gets shut down immediately. Everybody saw their aerospace, and 2 members go down. Reset coming out, going to clear a lot more space and take care of that. And another wipeout coming out here. They're going to get that checkpoint and get a front post on the board. But like I said, a push down to 1, they have a lot of work to do for Son of Mog. It's going to be very hard for them to win this game.
But with the progress they've made already, I wouldn't count them totally out yet. But with 2 down, it's going to seem like they're going to need to fall back at least for a little bit. Tetris going out into the shield of the mini, just taking that space, trying to find a pick, but unfortunately it does look like it's going to be a stalemate. They're going to run away instead. No, they're going to pop a reslider and jump with their friend, which I did not know was there.
Yeah, indeed, and they're going to try to keep it going a bit, but it's not going to have any luck. Mini's still trying to make a play, putting a bubble up onto this flank, going to try to get a kill here onto this, he's going to get Trinidad, and they're going to take the Rainmaker back towards the right side of this map, and I think play a little stalling game here. You know what? Got to do what you got to do to win. They're going to take on the top right side. I believe that's not a Rainmaker free zone, so that timer is going to take very slow.
It's not?
It's not. It's not.
Color me surprised.
So yeah, no, they're gonna just the Rainmaker up here. They're more than content with just leaving things as they are. Mog has to find a way through. Maybe the Aerospace can just force their way through. Maybe the 52 can just run through a wall and find a way to get up there to him. But they have a mountain to climb. This is a very tall mountain, a very tall task to ask to go kill that Rainmaker in time with only 1:30 left on the clock. Especially when you got the other members of Blank Z constantly fighting you. It's going to be a very difficult task. But they are going to end up dropping the Rainmaker there because they did run low on time. We'll see Serena here on this stab. Going to opt to throw it, probably get a pick. Does not actually find a pick. So this could be a good chance. Oh no! No way!
I think that was just a calling bomb kill.
Yes,
Hilarious.
Oh man, Rainmaker here is just going to stop a little more time. They're going to try to move forward now and try to get a push. They basically have one more chance for a push. Because if they go down here, oh well, as I said, the Sisters are moving again. They're going to get 2 kills, and that aura at the ready. But they still have another chance that they do hit the Rainmaker in their position. Ooh, a nice kill there by the 52. We'll try to get another one, but the Luna Blaster shuts that down immediately. Slams dunk onto the 52 as well as onto the mini spotling, keeping them out of their side. And then another kill for the Luna Blaster, slam dunking again and shutting down everything that Mog was trying to start right there as getting kill after kill.
Yes, with 30 seconds left, it's not going to be pretty. As you said, one last push, or blanks are going to take it. As you said, I thought you were going to run them all the way to one, but I guess playing it to safe, or are they going to knock out? It's just going to respawn, or they're going to I'll probably just let it respawn because they've got a shield, and are they're just playing ring around the roses in their spawn.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, why wouldn't they? They have nothing else. They push down the one. They have map control. They have the advantage. They can just leave it in mid, play whatever they do, whatever they want for the rest of the game, and then just take the win. And then go up 1-0 on this say in the semis. That is match point 40 side up Link Z. One more win to get the rematch against Epilart.
But yeah, speaking of Rainmaker Manta, this is where I actually got my first top 3,000 badge. And you're not going to be surprised. I think it was the first match or the last match. The enemies pushed to one, and we went, nah, we knocked out. But that was X-Battle, not comp. But still, a cool story. Back to Eeltail.
Yes, back to Eeltail tower control, and we saw what happened during that women's final set. And so, but thankfully, these two teams aren't playing, so we'll hopefully see a different outcome here. Mog, unfortunately, are dealing with having a sub, so they're not playing to their full potential, I believe, because they don't have those Tetris like they used to. But I mean, the Aerospray is not doing bad at all. The Aerospray is definitely at least filling in decently well, so maybe Mog can try to find a way through on this one here, because Rainmaker against Blake Z, that's their territory. That's their baby. You're probably not going to beat them there. And you know what? That's okay. So now they got to find a way to do it here. That being said, though, Blink Z can easily snowball and win a game here on tower control as well. Don't underestimate them.
It's just so, again, Blanks had a good initial push, which, I mean, Rainmaker you can do quite quickly. Tower control is a little more slow and counter. And it looked like Mog could be in a better position if they get to have the opportunity. We'll just have to see. We can predict, but predictions can be wrong.
Yeah, indeed. That being said, maybe Mog is looking for the drawing board here. Maybe they want to adjust their comp a bit and see what they want to do. Because we know Blink Z is probably going to change their comp a bit. Like, we won't be seeing the Sploosh anymore because it's not Rainmaker. So the Sploosh won't be coming out. They'll probably be on something else, I believe. I forgot the other weapon they play. Can't remember if it's 52 or not. I don't think it's 52. I don't think I ever seen Blink Z with a 52. I could be wrong though. I'm trying to remember what they played that last time.
Listen, you know more than them, more than me.
That is true. That is true. That being said, we'll see what they're coming out with here, and they're playing Zab actually with the Hydra Splat League. You know what? I have seen Blank Z run this comp for tower control on certain maps, and I guess this is one of them. So they're gonna play that Hydra, I believe, what they have with that big bubbler, and the junior there with the bubble, as well with the Zap. So interesting combat there with that Luna Blaster. And we get to see the typical come out on the side of Mog, and they got the Aerospray running the Booyah Bomb, and then they throw it right into the center of the stage.
Yeah, but it's the golden one this time. So they took a lesson. Bubble going on the 52 on the side does not mind. They pick up very quickly, but we are seeing the 52 and Bamboo, a deadly combo, just sitting in that top thing. But Blanks are just pushing same momentum. I was wrong. You'd think with the tower it would swing a bit more towards Mog. Oh my god! Did you see that?
Yes, I did. Immediately came there for that Luna Blaster. Going to try to get another one. We'll have to stay alive and take another fight, but help getting assisted with his teammates as well. Getting all the way down, barreling towards that last checkpoint. This could spell the end of the road for Mod. They tried their best, and another pick goes off. And the 52 is going to run forward. Booyah Bomb being thrown against that big boulder. They're going to try to move forward. 52 on that flame, bubble, protecting the tower, and that's going to be it. Blake C just barrels it over, runs over Mog, straight Mogs them, and Mogs their way out of the tournament.
Mog just got mogged. I am.
Definitely.
But I mean, kudos to Mog. What seed are they?
They're seed 14. And
got 4.
Yeah, and they got 4. Very, very respectable and a very good result on their part. And it's honestly, I feel like they would have had a better chance if they had their actual member in. They had to get a sub, and that sub was definitely the Aerospray. And that's definitely no offense to Aerospray because they definitely did their part. They just filled in, and so they did good. But and it's definitely less than optimal to have an Aerospray on your team, especially in this day and age. Like it really is. So that's very unfortunate they had that situation. Despite that, they were still able to make it to fourth place and take fourth place. That being said, though, Blank Z 2-0 over Maul, very dominant, and they will be getting their rematch against Epilarp in Luda's finals.
Ooh, I am intrigued.
Intrigued we are, and intrigued we won't be for a little longer. But that being said, that we will take you guys to a short break. We will rest our lovely commentary voices for y'all to enjoy the rest of this bracket. That
I
that
mean,
big.
we do have commentary talk behind the scenes,
Yeah.
so, but more quieter and less hype moments.
Yes, indeed. That being said, you are watching Paddling Pool on Dapple Productions. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Paddling Pool. I am Mouse, joined by the one, the only, Stormy Senpai. How are you doing?
I am doing great, and we are going to be feeling great as we head here into this losers finals best of 5 rematch from the winner side. Epilarp taking on Blank Z. Last time these two teams faced off, Epilarp took down Blank Z in a 3-1 fashion, and we'll see if that holds true here. Now, luckily for Epilarp, compared to the other two teams who had the unfortunate playing against Blank Z, they're not playing Rainmaker first. They will at least be starting on a more neutral zones mode, but this being zones Wahoo World. So, but that being said, they go right into Rainmaker after that. So, with that being said, though, they're off to a decent start there, fighting them on zones and not Rainmaker unlike the other people we just had to watch.
You make it sound like we had to suffer. We enjoyed all the intriguing things that Blank Z, but will Epilarp be loved?
I don't know. We didn't suffer. We didn't suffer. The players did. The people that play against them did. And I'm just channeling their pain for them. You know, I feel like if they watch this VOD back, they will appreciate me channeling their pain of them knowing what it's like to fight Plate Z on Rainmaker. Like I'm just saying. I promise you, they're gonna hit my DMs and be like, "Bro, Stormy, thank you for commentating our set and highlighting the pain it is to fight Blake Z on Rainmaker. We really appreciate it." You know, like I'm telling you.
Don't. But we are going to load into, which is going to require some different tech. But see, the comp on the side of no are going to have a junior instead of much more typical. We are seeing a double Luna and 52, so I'm surprised the developers did not target the Luna for a patch.
Yeah, indeed. So we're gonna see the comps coming out here, and we started the game. We see the big bubble going up immediately from that junior on the side of Blake Z, and control goes into the favor of Blake Z. We're gonna see them trying to move forward here slowly. Gonna take out two members on each side of Epilarp. Oh yeah, they wanted that run back bad. They wanted to run back bad, straight running into their base and taking them on. 52 got moving forward. We get the junior moving forward as well. Check it on that top left side. They're getting deep into their stuff.
Yeah, they called it a run back because they ran back into their spawn. I'm seeing that junior try and go for a cheeky flank, which even if they don't get any space, they are going to get some tough pulling tension away from the patch.
Oh, what a nice kill!
Yeah, it's not going to be enough. I was going to have the hammer just miss barely. Yeah, two. Just diving in, finding two, and that's a wipeout for Epilarp against Blank.
Yeah, indeed. So that's a nice counter push there, because that could have spelled a lot of trouble. The pencil getting a nice kill on that junior on that defense there for them to push back in before the Boba got up was massive, because that junior was there throwing bombs. That could have been trouble. So we're going to see control going in favor of Epilarp here. We see Ace in here in that bottom looking to make his play, looking to buy his time, win the pot that ultra stand. We're going to see them probably make their move real soon and throw a 50 bomb up. Junior goes down as the bubble goes up. Not what you want to see if you're Blank Z, and it's not going to be this situation there. Boba's in the ready, but they both go down. Two members down on the side of Blank Z. That's not what you want to see, but able to take out Acing there. We're going to see the 52 make a hard flank here. We're going to look to try to get onto that zone. Lead switching back in the favor of Epilarp. They're going to try to hold contention over the zone, but it might not be enough as Blank Z is looking to flip it over.
But unfortunately, they did burn a lot of their resources, and it looks like Epilarp is still in control with the numbers and players and pain. But we did see a direct on the side of the Lunas. The time is ticking down. They're gonna have to try and flip it quickly. But
oh no!
On the edit, is it the wipeout from Epilarp?
And that is the game. Epilarp able to basically get the reverse KO onto Blank Z in one push. And we saw that Blank Z definitely had a chance to cap over the zone. And now I'm not gonna lie, when the edit was fully charged, I was like, please don't peek to the pencil. Please don't peek to the pencil. And they peeked, and the pencil immediately just double tapped them. And I'm like, yeah, it's just kind of what happens. And then they just were able to regain control. And then so basically a dominant win there for Epilarp. But now we jump over into the portal. We go into the portal. This distorted, messed up portal. Over to Blank Z's world of Rainmaker. Not many people jump into this portal and survive. Let's see if Epilarp can.
I wonder if Rainmaker was And they won in the last set. I don't know.
Whew. I wonder. I mean, that's probably the one game they won, like you said. Yeah, no, that's probably the one game they won. That's usually how things go. So we'll see. But now I'm not gonna lie. If Blake Z lose here, they're in trouble. If Blake Z somehow lose here, they're in trouble. Now the tower control of Mako game, if they find a way to make it game 4, I can see Blake Z winning that though. So they had to. Honestly, Blake Z is in good contention to possibly win this set. They just got to get it done in these next 3 games because I feel like if they go to game 5, Epilar might just have the advantage there.
Yeah, but you're estimating very right. I wonder if Epilar can just counter that. The Tetris and the Sploosh. The rats have come out to play. My people are here.
Their name is Mouse, and you're looking at your fellow mouses on the screen right there. We get to see them be annoying, run around. They're going to try to get that pop right there. We see an aggressive play coming out there for that one member. I believe that's the 52 over into that corner, but it's going to have to back up there as opposed to nothing gets there. But the pop going to the favor of Epilarp, actually. So we're going to see Macro spinning their favor. Cooler out now, but get a nice kill onto that Sploosh. That is what you want to see if you are on the side of Epilarp. They're going to try to fight the Tetris in the corner right here, but ultimately gets a trail on that 52. So a nice job by the Tetris stalling attention and finding a pick.
Right they are. We're back in a neutral state with specials and paint kind of close. Sploosh 52 trade still back in a neutral state. It's gonna have to. Oh, there we go. Tetris do have that special, but the way they're sharking, it just seems like they can afford to take more paint than they can, which is not really the case. Maybe they need to take advantage. We're seeing that 96 kind of stuff, so they do have that interact ready to go in case something happens, but goes, a pick happened. But apparently someone sneakily grabbed the Rainmaker.
They strictly grab that Rainmaker, but it ultimately just amounts to nothing except just wasted time right here. The 52 obviously trying to take a flight, trying to get that pick, they're able to get one. See a pick on the side of Blake Z, Ultra Step coming out, going to look for the way to get a push, but a nice pick right there, able to shut down Luna Blaster, but Blake Z still in control, looking to probably grab that checkpoint, as well as the Rainmaker being very patient, starting on time, and we're going to see checkpoint go down in favor of Blake Z, but the fact coming out looking to help them push back in.
Yeah, that is true. Just because they took the checkpoint does not mean that. I believe we had a similar situation where a checkpoint was captured and then the enemy reverse swept. I believe it did complete one of those sets. So, again, something to watch out for.
Yes, indeed. We see a stalemate going on here. So just do go down, could be a chance, but they do trade out the Luna Blaster. Both Lunas just trade each other there. So, but we see just how Blink Z just plays the mode. They're just constantly running at the Rainmaker, running, and we see it get a nice pick there that Ultra Step on over the other one, get half the damage there, and they're going to finish it off. Maybe, oh no, but it does get shut down. But another one coming through, as well as that reslaughter just piling on top of that Rainmaker. And it doesn't look like a nightmare for Epilar for them to start a push going, because you got to constantly kill them, and kill them again.
I'll kill. What's the saying? I'll kill them, and then kill them again. Like that.
Oh my goodness.
There, but we are racing, just trying to maybe not quite finding it. Again, advantage barely in the hands of Blank, but Epilar would make something work. Pick, Blank, are they just going to let the dump happen, or? Ooh.
It is looking very tough here for the side of Epilar despite how good they look right now. They do have 2 members down, but are they going to have it pop at the top? They do get a kill onto the edit, but they got to pop this Rainmaker soon. They're going to wait for the Rainmaker to pop. They're going to pop that vacuum to guarantee they get it, but they got to watch out for that Sploosh just constantly running through. Sploosh is going to probably look to run through here. They get a kill onto the Rainmaker. The pedestal's not painted. They're not going to be able to get it, but they are able to try to move forward.
Oh my god! I thought they did, but it was very close enough. Seeing the Ultra Stamp, we need to try and find a pick. Throw a hammer out. Keep pushing Ace in there with the offensive. But it just seems like they have the momentum. They just need to pay them a little finding a single pick. Checkpoint has been broken, but advantage does seem like it could swing back. Oh my god, Acing with the kill. That's gonna probably be a lead change. It's gonna be a lead change. The running has started, but it's not being stopped quite quickly.
that is just amazing patience there out of Epilar. Notice how, despite how close they were to re-getting that lead, they did not panic and just run forward one bit. They stayed patient. They know how the members of Blink Z play. They know how aggressive they are. They know how overzealous they can get, and they just waited for the perfect time to make their move, like they're doing right now. They will make their move right now, trying to jump onto the river, able to get 5-1, able to find 2, able to shut down their attempt to push. Not going to hold the mid control here for the rest of the game, and they're looking poised to beat Blink Z at their own game.
Don't count Blanks out yet with a numbers disadvantage against Epilar. It's going to be a prime position. Pen is being rushed down, saving themselves from the attack on the
No, flank! It's a flank! It's a flank! It's a flank! It's a flank to get 3 kills in the back! I think it's the 52 over the flank and able to shut down that push, and they were able to kill 3 members from behind despite how good that looked. And only 10 seconds left to go into the game. They're going to have a lot of trouble getting that Rainmaker out of this corner. They do pop. They're going to be able to pick it up. 52 is down. Is he going to make a move? Actually, just going to take it down. 3 members down, actually. Wait, Epilar has to be careful there. This could be trouble, especially after ready. They might have sold this game. That coming out. 52's dead again. They're going to try to move forward. They're going to try to overfoot his back. Is going to try to move forward, try to make a play. It's not going to be enough. They're going to shoot the back shot to stall. They're stuck in a corner, able to find 1. They're going to try to kill a Rainmaker. He doesn't take it down. It's just 52 left alive. They're able to find 1. Blink Z! No way! Blink Z! No way, bro! Blink Z said, this is our territory, this is our home, this is our mode. We do not lose on Rainmaker. Again, just like Epilar on their push, incredible patience. They're out of Blink Z, using their aggression to their advantage, and just switched up in the last second. Call that adaptation, if you will. They saw what Epilar did and said, bet, we're not just one-dimensional. We don't just always hold forward. We can be patient too. And they did exactly that, playing Rainmaker down to a T, finding the picks they needed. And I think that's what happened. I think Epilar and Blink Z just switched playstyles right there at the worst time. Epilar got a bit too overzealous after getting all those kills. All they had to do was kind of just hang back and set up a fortress, but they ended up just kind of feeding and gave Blink Z that last opportunity, and they never recovered at all, just constantly staggering the respawns.
We may be just commentators, but this match just took my breath away. I don't know about yours, Stormy.
Oh my goodness, what a game. And that's a very crucial win there for Blink Z, bringing the set back to 1-1 as we go to Clambless Inkblot. And this could be anybody's match now, because this is kind of a toughie, because I think Blink Z's really aggressive comp can be really good here on Inkblot Clans, but Epilar's very kind of wall heavy as well as aggressive comp can also be good. But it's going to come down to a lot. Wow, Blink Z really just did that. Wow.
Yeah, I might have said stuff camera, but no, everyone to hear. No, I'm like really like enjoying like this commentating with you, Stormy, because like you are like carrying my energy like so well. The hype, the moment transfer, and your knowledge is great. Amazing.
I appreciate it. You're also great, Mouse.
I've been doing this for like a few months. I took a little break, and I'm like one of the least, but apparently there's not that many commentators, despite this being an EU event. But as you said, Clambless Inkblot. It depends. Got that. You know the rail. You know the rail.
Yeah, indeed. Epilar has to reset mentally. They have to reset. They have to find a way to bring down their nerves, bring down their frustration, because I'm not gonna lie, that would definitely have frustrated me if I have lost the way they did. That being said, we see Blink Z going back to the usual comp, bringing out that Tetris, bringing out the Luna Blaster. No 52, so pretty much more of their speed. And we see a splash coming out on the side of Epilar this time. On the Spider side of Epilar's side, no 96, so no back one off of that crab take instead, and 2 members go down inside of Blink Z.
Yep, as they are. Trying to just find a way in. I'm just watching it and observe, get a good pace of the game. Is that Luna on blank record, but acing just being an going in, advantage towards the side of Epilogue. Can they take advantage?
Yeah, indeed. So Acing doing a lot of work there. It's going to be, we're going to see Acing and better. We're going to see both the Luna Blasters playing a lot underneath the ledges here and looking to find a way to Shark and Shark on these ledges, find a pick. Like right there, look at the 52 Shark right there, able to find a nice pick. Going to try to make a move right now and help with the killer whale and move forward and possibly get a point here on the board. They're going to try to push his left route instead of going up that right ramp. I thought the right ramp was open for them to make a move, but I guess they opted not to. And unfortunately, they will go 2 down, 3 down. Actually, we'll have to jump out instead. And we're going to see Blake Z make a push instead.
I don't think they know they made it. They thought it was close. Acing was on their tail. Yeah, something that I've learned about high pressure, killing is not everything, but displacement is just as important. So that whale may have not been someone, but the displacement value is incredible. So that's something you get to learn a bit when you work your way up.
Yeah, indeed. We see that bubble set up there onto that block. The reason they're coming out, he wasn't able to find anything. They're able to force a ball in, but not really much else. He's going to be able to get 1 score, and the jury going to run through and throw in 2 more clams, but that's all they're going to be able to get. All they're going to do is buy a little more time for Blinksy to set up a defense, but now we're going to see Epilar set up a push with the help of that killer whale.
Yeah. I mean, they managed to get sometimes, and if this was not the 80, I would have been different, but at least
Lord.
the 20 reps on the spear. The spear is just diving in and it might make that mistake with yours. They make the power come! And so it taking them down because they're taking the lead.
Indeed it is, and they're going to be able to get a few more picks here as well, but we get no more points onto the board. And honestly, we can see that crab tank switch pay dividends there, because now that I'm looking at Blanksy's comp, they don't really have anything to do with the crab tank once it gets set up, as you saw right there in that push. When that crab tank was just shooting at them, they had nothing to counteract it or force it to go into its ball form or like basically stop it at all. Like they generally have no answers for that crab tank. As I said it though, 3 members go down on the side of Blinksy, and it's because of that crab tank. Look at that crab tank being unchallenged because there's nothing stopping them and nothing contesting them on the side of Blinksy. But as I said that though, Blinksy's comp is just so fast. Despite them going 3 down, they came back incredibly fast with the help of that cooler and their weapon speed.
Yes, they've got tools to mitigate the camera. They've not got any like field count. So like again, but again, I still believe they face back. But as you say that, the crab is up, not up, but it could be up.
Yeah, look, see. Look, there's nothing, there is absolutely nothing they can do against the crab tank sitting on that right side stack. It's just free, it's free eats. It's a buffet out there. They eat it in the mud like all you can eat buffet. You're just eating them up constantly. And that pencil shooting right there, getting delivering chip damage, delivering kill after kill. They want to keep be able to score in the basket. As long as the splasher stays alive and keeps farming these crab tanks, Blake Z is not going to be able to get anything done. They have to hope the splash just feeds in one time, kill them, and then capitalize. Because as long as they keep circling these crab tanks, they have no answer for them. And if they do anything right now, they got to do it now. They got to go fast. But they bubbled the left side of the top box. They bubbled the left box. I don't know why they bubbled there. I thought we'd see a more aggressive bubble. So now they're able to do anything. And there's a flank on the other side, and it's not going to. They're going to be able to shut down Blake Z here.
They really are. With less than a minute to go, they're gonna have the pushes and the sneak, and they're gonna. Oh my god! Wait, what was done? The tantrum. Being a sneak.
Whoa. Wait, hold on now. 2 members down. They're going to run forward in and try to get a pick. They find a pick right here that could be huge. No, but they're not able to find that pick, but they are able to trade it out. But they're going to have to force the members. And they throw the ball forward, but they're not going to be able to go get that ball. And now they lost their ball, unfortunately. It's basically a delayed wipe coming there on the side of Blake Z. And that is unfortunate there. They have one more chance to literally go into this game. But Epilarp is sitting up there with that crab tank. The Tetris tried to do something, but he ended up going down immediately. This is not looking good.
Yeah, they've got the Luna with the crab ready and about to dive into, well, as you said, a buffet, a bottomless buffet. But no, it's just running out of time. It's not looking pretty for Branks. Branks is going to have to play something brutal, but you do have that Junior, but it's just not enough. They're going to run towards the end of the clown basket and try and make a dunk. No,
it's not
sorry.
going to. And it's not going to be enough. Epilarp taking that game and going up 2-1 in the set. And I'm not gonna lie, if you're Epilarp, you're low-key pissed because you you high key could have won this set 3-0 if you didn't just fumble game 2. So they're sitting here like, oh, we gotta play another game in losers finals, even though we should have won. Like, absolutely insane. But credits to Blank Z though, they didn't look too bad, and now they're going to go into a map that can more favor their comp a bit, being Tower Control Mako.
I don't know. I would not be too indifferent. I'd be a little concerned, but like very little. Listen, in my mind, if I was like, if I lost to our opponent's best map by a single point and we've dissed them the other time, I'm a lot more. But I'm not Apple Art. Because like playing the game is fun, so you get to play more of it. It's just more stakes. It's a yin yang situation. You get two sides same coin, you know.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. That being said, though, Epilarp looking to basically make a repeat of what happened in Winterside when they took down Blank Z 3-1, and Blank Z trying to spoil that, forcing Game 5 and send us over to zones on Barnacle and Dime. So we'll see if Blank Z has enough in it to pull it off, or will Epilarp just shut the door on them 3-1 and try to get their rematch against the very dominant team sitting in that grand finals.
Yeah. But you raised an important question. I'm gonna raise an important question. How will Blanks with the crab tank from Epilarp? What will they switch to?
That's a good question. Now, the thing is, though, I am fairly confident that Epilarp is going to not come out with Crab Tank here, because I think Crab Tank was more of an ink blot kind of thing. I think it's good on ink blot because of how much distance there is between both the sides of the map. Whereas something like Makomar, you can easily get flanked. You have people playing underneath you. The Crab Tank doesn't have a lot of areas where it can shoot effectively at. But I mean, they could pull it out here because if they set up on pushes, they set the Crab Tank up on the right stack on pushes. Yeah, no, it could be trouble for Blank Z. But to answer your question, I mean, they'll have to figure something out if they do stick with that Crab Tank. Unless they change how they play, or maybe they change a weapon, or they get a different special. We'll see what they go with.
Yeah. Sorry. But I'm just kind of chilling, wait for the match to begin, and
That being said,
how have you played Raiders yet? Or
I have definitely played Raiders. Speaking of Raiders, if y'all want to see me be garbage at floor 99, go to my YouTube channel at Stormy Senpai. You will definitely get a kick out of that video. Everybody's been roasting me about me spending 27 hours on floor 99 because it was that hard. That being said, though, Epilarp, I wonder if they are going to stick with the crabs with the splash here, or if
27 hours on floor 99. Wow.
Look, we'll talk when this set is over. We'll talk about that when the set is over. Look, Epilarp. Yeah, Epilarp. Splash. I wonder if they're going to stick with it, or they're going to go back to the 96 here for the VAC. But I can see them staying on that splash, because I think the splash being not only does the crab thing is very good into their comp, but it's also just a very fast weapon that delivers very reliable chip damage to the other team, especially with a ratty team like Blank Z. So we'll see what it is have to pull out here. But no, they will be going to the mini splatling instead with the big bubble. And we see the double bubble coming out for the side of Blank Z. That's also what they do on Tower Control, run that double bubble with the Dooley and that Junior. And we'll see how it goes for them here.
You're right on the crab thing. Maybe the double bubble.
So we see here we have Nard here on his Luna Bass looking to move forward and try to make. I mean, these dudes trying to make a play. I say Luna because of the 50, but it's not really finding any luck here at all. But they do find one pick there, but they do have the bubble on the tower. The mini getting a lot of chip damage there onto that edit, not quite able to finish that kill as they are forced to back up here and the control going over the side of Blink Z.
We have to double deal with the rising tower. Almost get picked. We all have this pen and the whales off. Not athletic. Like around tower, brave. Like there is someone in the street. It's gonna pick them off. Doing a bubble right behind him. Trying to back up. Anything was picking off the opposing Luna, like Ninja. Really getting rid of
Yeah, indeed. The Panda is being forced to jump out there. They will get the quarter out to their teammates there, but they got to set up a defense here. And an immediate pick there by that person that Messi just there, shooting down that junior before things get dire. Bubble up, out, and that's ready, but it's not going to be enough right there. Look at they're going to shut down this push on the side of Ecuador, and they're going to get a push of their own. Blinksy having a stagger backwards there as well. That quarter coming out, but look at that quarter not going to get anything done. That jump is going to get camped and farmed, but no, the dually says, nah, I'll get off my jump. Rolls and takes care of that member as well as set it control back into the favor of Blake Z, it seems.
But not for me. I know what a goodie. Blank. So,
You see Sabrina here onto this tower, looking to fight the mini spotting, but ultimately losing that fight here. It's about to be half the game left, and both these teams have not scored over 80 points. It's kind of a bit of a stalemate match here, bit of a bloodbath, just trading picks back and forth, not able to get anything going. Big bubble coming out for the dude, looking to hold control, looking to hold a bit of control here. Still being thrown, not able to find anything. The shoe trying to make a play. The Luna Buster is down. They're going to finally be able to get past the 80-point mark and possibly find a way. But here comes the fight for the 52, but they are able to shut that down. Blake Z is going to make it past his first checkpoint and get the first real push going of this game.
Yeah, totally right. And it's trying to get Love Island, but Ace picked up really well. And for Blank push, but Epilogue are going to a bit slow this start, but again, 30 minutes to go, so over having that the ultra step side of things.
Yeah, Epilogue is going to have to figure out something and something fast. They want to have a chance to win this game. They are getting the picks. They are getting what they need, but it seems they have no way to just slow down Blink Z in their counter attack. They do able to get a pick right there, but is it going to be enough? They got to find a way to break through this checkpoint. And I do say that though, two of the bubble weapons do go down. All they got to do is jump back onto this tower here, but they're not jumping on the tower just yet. And I wonder why they kind of let it reset back to mid. They probably should have jumped onto it and probably took it on the left side. The bubble coming out here could be a chance. Flip for the 52 could be a chance for them to make something happen, but they're not able to find anything. They're still running the tower, being able to take out one, take out two, possibly get three, and it's just a Luna left alive, and they're going to be able to make it past the checkpoint, and they're already close to taking back that lead. Blazy has to set up defense fast.
Yeah, it's 2 down already. It's going to be a lead break. It's 80 to 52. Epilogue is riding down. It's going to be a lead exchange.
Indeed, able to throw that hammer to get another pick as well, and they're going to make it past to the second checkpoint, and on the way over to the third, they're going to make it past the checkpoint as well, break open that barrier, make it over to that third checkpoint. They're getting kill after kill right here. We see how they're synchronized right there. We see the specials. We see how the weapons combo off of each other really well. Nothing is lifting on the side of Blank Z, and they push all the way down to 15, and it's just Acing left alive, still fighting here on the second. It's going to be able to get a trade on that Luna Blaster. A nice job there by Acing. 38 seconds left to go into this game. Blake Z has a mountain to climb.
They have to. That's not the goal. But with the pair of Acing, yeah. Special. They are the special.
Yes, indeed. 15 seconds left into this match. And they have one more chance, one more opportunity. Able to get two members down right here. They have to go fast. Acing here on this flank, getting forced out. Yeah, they're to the ready. It's going to throw. Going to see if it can find a kill somehow. It's going to jump back for safety. Bubble at the ready onto this tower. Maybe pop on it early. Dooley's down already. This bubble is being pressured. Everything's being shot at the tower, and that's going to be the game. Epilark taking it over. Blank Z 3-1, and they will be getting their rematch in that grand finals.
You mean Epilogue 3-1? You said Blank 3-1.
No, I said Epilark. In any case, Blank Z going out at a very, very respectable third place. Unfortunately, did not get the revenge that they wanted. Instead, ended up losing to the same score. A little bit of a deja vu, if you will. But a really nice run there from Blank Z, leaving there in third place. But with that being said, our grand finals is set. We have Epilark taking on Few. So do not go anywhere, folks. But Mouse, what did you think about the match?
Oh, yeah, no, I for a second I really thought like Blanks could hold on, but uh, watching like Epilop just flop all over. It was just an incredible situation to watch. And as you said, that second game, we may not be playing, but like the commentary is the gameplay is breathtaking. A shame we say goodbye to them, but we had our fun.
Indeed, we did. So now we're going to probably see a bit more standard play coming out. You know, double 52s. You got the fags, you got the pencils. So we're going to see a bit more standard play coming out instead of the interesting blend C comp. That being said, our grand finals is set. Do not go anywhere. You are watching Paddling Pool on Dapple Productions.
welcome back to Paddling Pool. Last time we watched Black Sea unfortunately lose 1-3 against Epilop, and this is going to be a rematch. We are in the grand finals, and
Yes.
with me is Stormy Senpai.
Yo, what's good? This is it. This is it, Mouse. This is the end of the tournament right here. Well, maybe the end of the tournament right there. If Epilart finds a way to win 3 games, we'll be going into a bracket reset and see what's going to do its best to shut that down. But we see, very interestingly, we got two zone games back to back and 2 Rainmaker games. Very interesting. There's no blank Z in sight, so nobody will be suffering. So so that's nice, right? But with that being said,
the Blacks are not in the room with us.
They're not in the room with us. Okay, yeah, never mind. No 2 zone, only 1 zone game. But we'll be starting things on Rainmaker Umami. That's not real. Rainmaker Umami, that's not real. That's fake.
Huh? What? Rainmaker?
Are they actually playing Rain Umami? Are they actually playing Rain Umami? Like, who picked this? Like, surely that meant to be zones. Surely.
I will double check, but I do not think that is a mistake.
Because I'm not gonna lie. I drew the line at tower control Umami. I can't believe that got picked. But Rainmaker Umami? No, this has to be a mistake. This is a glitch. This is a typo. This is a production mistake. Jordan, what are you doing? What was this? This is wrong. No. It has to be. No, it's not. It's not? Okay. Grand finals starting off on Rainmaker Umami. You're watching this. I'm watching this. Let's get into it, I guess. That being said.
By the way, the team responsible was few.
Of course. It's fine. That being said, we have the V Blaster coming out of here with that Jet Scorcher, with that pencil as well. Interesting call going out on the side of Few, and we got the mini Spotlight coming out on the side of Epilarp with that Luna 52. That's a 2v2 basically happening right now as 2 members go down each side immediately.
Yeah, you don't really see the Jet and the Pen together, because normally it's the 96 for a more midline option, but again, I'm not criticizing. We are going to have Fuse Blaster just trying to attack, and they're just going to run for that Rainmaker acing on the top mid, but the Rainmaker quickly spots them and forces a jump out. It looks like there's going to be a pedestal caption, but nope, it's just going to wait a bit longer. But it's going to be time with that ink that shot.
Yeah, indeed. We can see that pop coming out, just picking up the blaster right there. 2 members on the side of the field going down. Everybody looking to make this counter push here and possibly get a choose. Luther on this pen is doing an amazing job pressuring these sides, giving the opportunity to move forward. They're cooler at the ready, going to pop it up right here for his team and put the Rainmaker up and for a chance for them to regain their checkpoint, get a push going. Killing that blaster there for that ultra step. Another ultra step coming up right here. Going to get that checkpoint forward, and they're going to throw those ultra steps, hoping to find a way to get it picked, but amazing survivor did it for a minute out of Few to not dodge it, but 2 members down his right, so they're going to force him out as the back coming out there for that just going to looking to neutralize and slow the game down. Blaster going down yet again. It's looking to do a lot of work, but they're going to play a little bit of a patient game here on the side of Epilar, and now put the Rainmaker up and have a chance to move, but only get down to 57 as they repop the ultra stand.
Yeah, you do that ultra stab immediately go for the pop, but yeah, no, they get eat out! So that is going to try and stall the timeout, but the Inkback is just going to store more points. Unfortunately, it's going to make Epilop kind of fall back into a more defensive position, which, I mean, kudos to them. They still managed to push a good favor, but it looks like advantage clearly swings towards Few finding a pick with that regular blaster.
And now we have...
They're going to bum rush the pen, or is it going to be safe? They are safe, and they do have a bubble up to try and maintain space. Epilop, amazing sense of just controlling the space. 52, unfortunately, not getting picked off, or fortunately, if you're the 52, just keeping up that pressure and that space, hiding out on the top, just finding a spot to strike, which means could be soon, could be not. We have 2 minutes 30 left. Stormy?
I think one thing I really like about the higher level teams in this scene, when they use VAC, they're not waiting for like the most perfect time to use VAC. Like, they're more than okay as using Vac as a self-sustain tool to help start a push and keep it going instead of looking at the cheese. And I do say that two members who go down, they're going to get it all the way down to 25. They're going to look to stall it out here and play for a KO here. They're going to just run it forward here. But well, look, they're going to run for it now and go for a chance. And that's going to feel taking the game one just like that. And the reason why they got that push is because the Jet Squelcher was not conservative with it. In fact, it got it and just used it as a way to start the push and not just cheese a bunch of points. And I can respect that, and I really like that, and that's why they're the number 1 seed, and that's just really cool. Whereas I've seen everybody else use VAC purely just for like cheese and checks, and they're holding it for so long, but not few, not that Jet Squelcher on their team. They're just like, no, I'm just going to use it, and we're just going to kill everything. I like that.
Yeah. No, and in fact, used that at even the less appropriate times is still an inconvenience that it must be dealt with either passively by just avoiding it or actively by overfilling it or crashing it.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, indeed. And it's going to be an uphill battle for Ed Ballard. Field is just looking way too strong. Like they're looking like the number 1 seed of this tournament. They're just looking way too strong, way too coordinated, way too prepared for every little thing that's happening. Just being dominant. Like each game they won that on stream has been super dominant. Like they've hardly struggled at all. Like they lost one game purely, and then after that, since then they just been dominating the whole time. It looks like it's too much for Epler to deal with. They gotta find a way to adjust. They tried to pull out inspiration there from Blank Z with the double hammer, but that just didn't seem to be the answer.
Yeah, no, you had the like. I'm trying to thought for a second. No, it literally was an uphill battle, and they still with the position. But yeah, no, not a glitch. You just were. They must again picking these like less ran maps for like the shock factor, because if it got you scratching your head, then it worked. Because
these people play the game a lot, so they got that. Look, I'm out of my depth here. I'm out of my depth here. Would be so honest. I'm so out of my depth here. So they got the experimentation down. They know what works for them. They know how to win. That being said, we're going to a more neutral map, being Clan Blitz on Scorch Gorge, and we'll see if Epler has the tools to turn things around or will they get buried. And then we see a Dread Ringer coming out on the side of is that Dread D? Is that Dread D?
Dread looked a bit off. I was like, that doesn't look like the Chapel Dread. Which,
wow, we're playing Wavebreaker and Beacon. No, that's disrespect. Hey, Epler, personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect. These guys put out Dread D on me? Oh no, y'all gonna have to lock in and win. I'm not gonna lie. What is the coherent strategy here? Why are we playing Dread D? That's crazy. They say y'all ain't worth the effort of getting a crab tank or worth the effort of a crab tank or a.
I'm gonna make like a rival thing. I think the Dread D pick is a cool pick.
No, it is not a cool pick. That is straight disrespect. You are trolling if you're picking that. There is no universe where that pick makes sense. They're trolling. They're having fun. So as I was saying, Epler, you're going to have to lock in. Y'all should be taking this as disrespect. As I'm saying it though, it seems like it's not going to be working here. They get 2 members down. They're going to look and get a push here on each side of you.
Let's go Dread D. I think I'm all for underrated kit, and it proves that this strategy is important. Whatever, good. Again, are we having like a mini rivalry between the choices? We'll have to see.
There's no many rivalry. Look at the Dread D just falling off the map right there. Getting pushed down to 59. Field starting off really strong. 3 minutes and 30 seconds into this game right here, but 2 members go down immediately again for the side of Epler. They seem to not be able to stop this aggression coming out for the side of Field. The 52 just running amok and killing everything, killing the pistol too. All the stuff coming out, looking to try to get something going. Answer doing his best, but ultimately it's not going to get any of the pistol shutting that down as well. Well coming out, forcing a lot of members back. They're going to try to get another push going as they trade with the Wiper and the 52.
Yep, we're just seeing they are in their switch. The Dread is trying to just pull attention, getting the 52 just as it pops its special. So I do believe that is a full cancel. So they are going to have to wait. The Dread is being rushed down by that Wiper, just sustaining. Unfortunately, the Wiper is no longer a threat. He's just going to go in.
Oh my goodness! Oh my god! Acing! Yo! Hold on! Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Absolutely
That was very
snapping
fun.
right there. 3 directs in a row on each shot. Very satisfying to watch. But I do say that it just seems not to be enough despite how amazing that was for them to get a push going right there. They do able to get a pick there onto the wiper. Onto the blaster. You had to find a way forward here. But the Ultra Step ultimately is going to find a way. They're going to throw the hammer and find a way another pick. Acing is playing out of their mind. Getting another pick. Going to get another kill. The blaster and get the wipe out. But they don't have the clams. They don't have the clams. They don't have the clams. They need the clams and they aren't able to build it. They're going to get a jump in right now and get another one in. And at least Swat will go straight back into Epilart.
For a second, it was like 4 clams not found, sort of. But again, pushed up. We are gonna have to keep jumping. But oh wow, the pencil protected the jump. Wait, what's that?
That's what he said. Yeah, so Epilart is doing an amazing job here maintaining this control, but they have a minute 30 left to go. Are they going to be able to hold off the aggression for the side of Few? I mean, it'd be real easy, if we had like a crab tank or something, but instead we're playing Wavebreaker Dread, and so that's going to be a struggle for them to move back in. So hopefully they find a way back in with the help of that 52, but they are going to get a few more points on the board. Epilart going to find more points on the board as well as getting more picks. Acing doing an amazing job. Luther doing an amazing job on this pick, getting down to 37, and it's going to opt to back out and not waste his life. Only a minute to go into this game. They know dying is not worth it.
Phew, I really thought that choice would be. I mean, I guess the choice was a bit too out there.
What happened to your support? What happened to your support of the Dread D? What happened to the support? What happened to the support? Nah, don't switch now. Don't switch now. You stay on that side. You stay on that side.
I'm just saying, I didn't say it's just a really big but they're just letting the clams. What are you doing?
They're helping. So Epilar's doing just an amazing job finding these picks after pick, and honestly, not overextending despite the situation here. They have no clams on each side of Few, but they're trying to find out get one. They're going to jump, but that's not going to do anything for them. Unfortunately, a bit of a mistake play there. And they're also going to go down and basically a delayed wipe, and it looks like Epilar's looking to take this game.
They don't even have to score. They have the lead. They have the thing. And unfortunately, it looks like unless they get 8 power clams in 2 seconds, we're not going to have... What was that ending play? I'm just going to be a bit curious. Like, it's the same thing as... I feel like they were trying to pull an Epilarp, but except Epilarp had the receipts to back it up. And unfortunately, Stormy, I guess you were right. That was not...
That is a troll pick. It is a troll pick. And I'm not gonna lie. I wish they would be like, no, we were serious. Like we were genuinely playing serious. We were genuinely trying to make Dread D work. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. You don't gotta lie. Why are we lying? Because we definitely was not doing that. So now this next game, there's gonna be no more Dread D. They're gonna play an actual weapon. They're going to play a real weapon in the game, and then try to close out the set. Like, yeah, they won't be doing that again. So credits to Epilart for not losing to that, not losing to Troll. No. Credits to Epilart. So good job on y'all for taking that game when they gave it to you, because they basically gave y'all that game for doing that. So good job on y'all for taking that.
Okay, mini rivalry over. Okay, we'll be moving on. That was still a good win for Epilart.
Indeed it was.
Yeah, it was fun creating like a little narrative. I guess that's the cool thing about these like less common things. It's like you get make little narratives and things, or like one, but zones.
Oh man! So we will be moving. What's up?
I said. Oh yeah, no. You say your bit first.
I was going to say we're moving on to zones on Mako Mart here, and we're going to a more of a neutral state, a more of a mode that both teams should be very familiar with, considering that we're mostly playing zones nowadays. So zones Mako Mart here, and I'm excited to see the cards come out here. Is Bounce playing? Because I don't see a roller at all. Like I don't see a roller at all, because like, so is Bounce even playing, or did they probably have to leave or something? And who's playing instead? Like, I'm actually genuinely curious here, because they have 5 people on their roster, I think. Yeah, Bonk is subbed out, so yeah, no roller for them. Interesting. Okay.
Maybe Bonk will be switched in. We don't know.
True.
I don't know if it updates for spectators, because Come on, this is a bonk. This has bonk written all over it.
It's not Bonk. He subbed out. He is subbed out. So it's not Bonk. They are going with the oh my god. Double cooler 52. Okay. I know I said lock in, but I didn't mean play double 52. That can go back to Dre D if you want. At least that was fun. They went straight to they went straight to the oh my god, they locked in, going straight to the double 52 tri-slosher pencil right there. We can see how strong it is right there. Look at the paint control. Look at how much damage. Look at how fast they kill things. It's incredible.
Yeah, and this is just with the killer well. Imagine if it had Booyah Bomb like in Splatoon 2.
That would definitely be a nightmare. But as I said that though, Epilogue does have control of the zone. As I say that though, 2 members do go down immediately though. But I believe they did have close, so they'll be coming back fast with the special. So they're going to have an Ultra 7 here at the ready for the 2 trying to move up and make a play. They're going to neutralize the zone and try to paint over it and possibly bring control of the zone. Luna going down. They are able to flip the zone over. Trade with the 52 there on the tri-slosher and control going right back into the favor of Few.
Which 52? There's 2. Oh wait, no, there's only 152 on the side of Epilogue. I thought it was the other one, but mistakes happen. Oh! I may have over 3,000 hours in this game, but I laugh every time there's a stamp kill. It's just funny, you know?
It is very funny, but unfortunately, it is not a rare thing nowadays with how strong Ultra Stamp is as a special, and that's why you see teams running 2 of them. That being said, though, control is still in the favor of Epilogue, but they are doing an amazing job doubling down this double 52 comp. The Trials being forced to back out. A nice kill on the pistol as well. So this could be a very pretty situation here for Epilogue, looking to go a 2-1 into the set and be able to get this hold down. So they're going to try to make a move forward here, but the side of Few doing an amazing job trying to push back in. Another killer well coming out. 2 members down on the side of Epilogue. So they're going to go into the zone and flip over that control and get them a hefty 46-point penalty.
Yeah, I was gonna make it. No, but never mind. But no, it's just the wipe on the side of Epilogue. Just trying to. They're really weak, so it's gonna. Oh, a second more, and they could have started recovering some ink. But it looks like a Few will start recovering those points because they are through their penalty and they are only about 15 ticks away from taking that lead. So they are gonna have to just be carefully. Few have the tri-slosher. Oh, gonna have a lead exchange. No! Wait, yes, no!
No, we won't. Epilogue able to hold it off right there and stop them from a 1-point difference and bring control of that zone and give them a hefty penalty. But the 52 was still here doing a lot. But Anthony got a lot to say about that on that Luna blast. They're able to shut that down immediately. 2 minutes to go into this game. 52 down inside of Epilogue, so they're going to lose the move forward here on the side of Few. But not really a lot going on here. Luna doing an amazing job holding down this angle, holding down these sides, doing a lot of chip damage, and a lot of fights being won for the side of Epilogue because of that. Look at an amazing job there by Luther.
Yeah, Epilogue have burned through all their penalty points, so it is just a straight shot to the finish if they could hold on to that zone. Which I mean, probably not. Maybe a Few are very powerful, but with a number 6 advantage taking down, they're gonna have to keep using their hammer. They get crushed. They take down Acing, holding on, and Epilogue take game 3. Whew.
Man, what a turnaround right there. Hold on now. Don't let that Dre D pick from that second game bite you now, because now they're up 2-1 in the set and are 1 game away from forcing a bracket reset. Epilogue looking to get this run back again permanently. They win 1 more, get a bracket reset, and they have to win 1 more to win a tournament. Few looking to win 2 more games to close this thing out, but Few on the back foot here has to find an adjustment here, because even going double 50, because even going double 52 didn't work. We might need to go back to what we were doing before.
Yeah, because considering how dominant you were against Epilogue, it's like,
hey, somebody get bonked. Somebody call Bonk. Somebody call Bonk, because I think Few needs that roller back, because clearly that roller was doing something. Like it was.
It was Roller 52. No, Roller Pro. I like that Roller Pro.
Yeah, it was Roller Spider Shot Pro 52 and a pencil. And that clearly did something. That clearly was doing something right because they dominated Epilarp in their last set, and they probably need to bring that back. But I think Bach is just genuinely busy, probably had work or something, because life thing. So generally subbed out. So few has to find a way to make this work with what they have. So Epilarp is one game away from this bracket reset as we go into tower control on the Hagglefish.
I feel like we've been there before.
We have been there before. They were on the same stage in winners finals, and that's when Few got that KO to start their first game win in that winners final set. So maybe Few can resonate that energy here. I know Bonk isn't here, but maybe they can resonate that energy here and possibly find a way to bring us to a game 5 set.
Match point right here. Oh, double 52. Someone, 352. We really did not nerf 52 enough.
2 52s and a custom button. So you know what? Maybe the Tri-Slosher was the problem, So now they switch over to the custom blaster with that pencil and that double 52. And we'll see if that works around for them this time. Or we'll see if the double hammer on each side of Epilarp, something to say about that, holding that wiper and that Luna blaster for the 2 hammers. And they get a first pick, 2 picks now on the side of Few, and they're going to get a nice first push going.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Actually, no. Blue is Epilarp.
Yeah. Blue is Epilarp.
No, Epilarp is blue. I heard you said
Epilarp is blue.
No, you said he was getting pushed in.
In any case, Few is being pushed on the back foot here. Epilarp doing an amazing job taking the fight to there. They do have another Ocean at the ready, being that Luna Buster, throwing those 50 bombs to throw. But they get a nice kill on the 52, looking to stop that tower. Here comes the understand throw. Doesn't really find anything at all. And they're able to shut that down. But another hammer throw is going to get a kill on that 52. And they were looking to hold out in space and neutralize this tower.
Yeah, we have 18, 52. It's such a parallel from last set. Because Epilarp were the ones on the back foot, but it seems that whatever you've done has tripped them up a little bit. The synergy's gone, maybe it's like a different... As you said, Bonk is not here. But it looks like despite the Bonk plus, they do have a 3 advantage pushing to that first checkpoint.
Yes, indeed. And so they're going to be making it past this first checkpoint soon. Actually, no, they won't. The Wiper's going to drop down and take control over their side, as well as kill 2 members with the help of their teammates right there. So 2v2 situation coming out here in the middle of the map. It will go in the favor of Few, it seems, as it pencils a nice pick. They're going to put the rest of the members. The jump coming in, Wiper being forced out, probably has to jump out if it wants to live on. Let's try to go on a worldwide flank. They will go on the flank and try to find a kill, but looks like they're not going to find anything. They're getting shut down by that custom boss. They're going to opt to jump in and go to make it over to their opponents faster. But again, they're still not really pushing this tower far at all.
Nope, no, they are not. Oh,
wow. Oh, this is a great sharking spot right here, but actually gets shut down by the 52. A huge kill right there, and that's going to shift the momentum over to the favor. The custom bots are going to unleash that splash down and get them a little more room to go, and they're going to probably be able to make it past that first checkpoint.
It looks like they are. They just went that nuh-uh. You know that nuh-uh. Yeah, no, that just happened. Oh, that's a wipeout for the side of Few. Taking that lead and extending it to about the 40 ranks. Just finding a direct on acing the Luna disrespect on the Luna v Luna disrespect, or no, lack thereof. Yeah, it just looks, wow, the off angle taken by that 52.
And the Blasters are going to jump back in and get a nice pick on that 52, just falling off the tower and hitting those shots. And they're going to be forced in a 3v2 situation right here and making it past this checkpoint. But the Pencil's doing a nice job pressuring on the side of Epilarp, preventing them from making it past that checkpoint. And they're going to actually be able to hold their checkpoint, it seems. But because of the 52 trying to make a play, it's not going to really find much. But Few is still holding control of mid, so Epilarp is going to have a tough time getting through, especially with no specials at the ready anytime soon. Only in the closer to secure the wall, but that's not going to do enough. They're going to try to challenge here, but the Wiper's able to win that engagement as well as taking out another, so never mind, they will win back that control naturally without using any specials on their side.
Yep, right. The pace they take back the tough too. I should be taking some notes. Oh, that Wiper almost got a thing, just find the pick. It looks like advantage might slip back into Epilarp, but yeah, no, Epilarp could make a huge comeback.
My God.
But that is going to be causing a pawn in the side. Acing going down. With a minute left, the lead is on the lead of Few, but Epilar. Sorry, I keep pronouncing their actual name. No, it's Epilar.
That is such a huge play there by the 52, able to shut down that push. Because this was looking really bad for his side of field, but able to shut down Epilar's push is that 152 left alive. 35 seconds left to go into this game. Epilar, not a lot of time left on the clock to try to get this lead. That being said, it's not really a hard lead to take back. It's only 34, but they have a lot of work to do. Understand coming out, looking to find a way to make a play, but the 52 shut that down. Splash Dog coming out as well. Bob is still alive in the mid, looking to fight. Get a kill right there. And there's just one left alive. It's going to be forced to jump all the way out. 15 seconds left to go on this clock. It's going to be very hard for them to regain control of this tower.
With only 10 seconds left, Epilar, we're going to have to make that quick. Luna trying to find the tower, finding a pick. But unfortunately, the Luna blast.
That's it.
Wipeout!
And that is it.
Game 4. Which means we will be going to a game 5.
Indeed, we will. Game 5 for a possibility tournament, or will we have a bracket reset? Does Epilar have enough in the chamber to force a bracket reset against this titan of a team? Few looking to close it out and get this paddling win, but Epilar looking to force a bracket reset so they can get their chance for a paddling win. And we'll see what it is as we're going to Undertow Rainmaker.
Bum, bum, bum. I don't know. But, let's learn the last... the Rainmaker game. Because if you remember that Epilar did break the first checkpoint, but it was Few that ended up getting the last laugh.
Yes, indeed, it was a few ending in the last lap in that first Rainmaker game. So maybe they can try to repeat it here, and Epilar needs to find a way to change it up because Few KO'd them very easily and convincingly in that first game. So we'll see if Epilar has something in a way to change things up. But this is Undertow, and Undertow is a very snowbally map, especially when you get over to that left side on those pushes. It becomes very easy to get points down on the board. So we could see a very back and forth game, or this game could be very quick. You know what? I'm going to throw a bold prediction out there. This game is going to end by KO. This game is going to end by KO. I'm not saying who's going to get it, but it will end by KO.
Ooh, I don't know whether to support that or be against that, but
that's all I'm saying. Regardless of who wins, it will be KO.
But what if it's not?
Well, then it's not. Then I'm wrong. Then I'm wrong.
Fine. This could be possibly the last match of the tournament. Let's go out on a little bang of whimsy. I'm going to say it's not going to be a KO. Rainmaker is traditionally a very stall hero. So I am pretty sure, even if it's going to be a snowball, that snowball will stop before the KO. So I'm going to say it's not going to be a KO. Hopefully I can...
Both these teams are going to be pulling out the facts, I'm sure. Oh, no, we're sticking with double 52 blaster here. Never mind. No facts at all. No facts at all. We're just sticking with the same comp 52 Viper Luna, double 52 custom blaster pencil. Yeah, no. All right, then. So we'll see how things pan out from here. This is Grand Finals, folks. Game 5 of Set 1, potentially. Phil looking to take it over and win this tournament. Everyone looking to force that bracket reset. We'll see who goes on the top as the first pick goes in the favor, but 3 members go down on the side, but Acing is able to pick up that Rainmaker, actually, and get the check. What?
Okay. Stop. So not only did Acing go for the right path, a solo push, and it worked.
Yeah, it did, but as it being said, 2 members going down on the side of Epilar. They have a lot of work to do. It's going to be very hard to defend. We're going to see the leads go back into their favor. The 52 getting a kill on Ace. They're going to have a hard time defending. Splash down at the ready, going to the side of Few. 2 members go down. They're going to move forward here. That Splash is going to be able to get that kill. But the Viper's able to clutch it up and stop that push. But they're still in the favor on the side of Few. Going to try and get another pick. Get another chip damage there. But Acing, they're able to live and find a way to get those kills. Going to push all the way down to 13 for the side of Few, but this would be very bad. This would be very bad for Epilard. But they were able to break that checkpoint somehow at the very start of the game, because Anson just went for it and they couldn't stop it. That's incredible. So this is still anybody's game when only a minute has gone by, basically.
Only a minute? It feels like more.
I agree. It definitely feels like more, but Pick's still going in a favor on the side of Few. It's going to be very hard for them to slow this down mouse as people still keep going down outside of Epilard. Hammer throw, not going to be enough. It is just a wiper left alive. Oh no, this could be the end of the game. They're not careful. The wiper goes down. They're going to run towards the Rainmaker. They're going to wall it off. The 52 able to clutch it up.
This is a heart-wrenching match. They're grabbing the thing. It looks like Advantage is going to swing back towards Epilard, but oh, you see that shot? See the shot?
No. Okay, yeah, they painted it over. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. But the Wackikins goes down again. Each time Epilard tries to make their way back down into mid, they're getting picked off one by one. Probably by the blaster, probably by the other 52, probably by the pencil. But that's what I'm saying, though. Map control is still heavily in the favor of Few. Epilard has to work cut out for them. They got to find a way to put the map on his head and get it back into their favor, though. Anson doing his best, but it's not enough. He keeps getting shut down. The 52 getting shut down. It's just a pencil left alive, Mouse.
Yeah, it just, as you said, the Advantage is just really towards Few here. Epilard trying to make some places, but if they go down, they lose a lot of momentum, and they don't lose a lot of paint, which in a paint game like this is very important.
Yeah, indeed, but they are able to get the kill that Rainmaker. Two members go down. Unfortunately, one of them not being the 52 as the whales are coming out, looking to defend that over there left side of the map. Look at the double whales just coming out doing a lot of shit there. They are able to survive that. They could set up beautifully for a push if they're not careful. Blaster going down. This could be a chance for them to move forward. Make a play, but there's a flank here. They don't know about the flank. They're going to able to kill the Rainmaker. Oh, very unfortunate for the side, but they're able to take it down. They're gonna pick this Rainmaker. They have to find a way to blast, able to find a nice pick. Or the step coming out. Look at how fast they happen. They're being very patient. Does throw it right at that blaster, able to find that kill. Wiper moving forward. Needs to find a way to make something happen here if they want a chance to win this game. Luther in the back, trying to reset and hold down some ground. 52 is gonna get picked up, but able to trade it with the Wiper.
I don't know here. It's too suspenseful because you've got the whales, you've got the blaster. They're gonna need something soon. But it feels like if they try and make them a bad play, their whole immersion's gonna be broken. With only a minute left, they can afford to make some very safe plays on the side. But it looks like slowly but surely it could be a pace. As they slowly start to make their way.
Oh no! What? No way! They stopped the wall right there. Stopped them. The splash wall stopped them right there by 1 point. They almost were able to pull it back, and they only have 45 seconds left on the clock. There's no way. They're going to have to be very careful here if you're trying to Few. Few taking a sigh of relief as right there. The wheels coming out, looking to find a way to get picked into the members. That was probably Epilard's one chance. They got to find a way to make another. They're going to try to find their way forward here, but they're just stalling the Rainmaker in this corner, throwing out their specials. They use all of their specials. The Wiper goes down. Not what you want to see if you're on the side of Epilard, but another member goes down. There goes to Luna, and then other members are being forced. So the 52 trying to move forward and make a play, but is going to get stuffed out and forced to jump out 15 seconds left going into this game.
Chat with me, I do not care. I am trying to make the emphasis, but it's just so cute. They have
52's on the flank. They're going to try to find a way forward, but they're not able to slow it down. They're going to wash over that flank. They have to be careful. Who's going to win that fight? This could be a crucial team fight. Pencil holding over that top left side. 52 still waiting patiently to make his move. Going to make his move now, but ultimately does get taken down. Blaster still left alive here. No special has been ready for these side of the field, and they're going to run forward and get the kill. And they're able to run it through. Get the kill. Few.
Are you paddling through champions? Well done.
Indeed they are.
What the fuck? Oh, God. Wow. Just wow.
Few able to take it by the skin of their teeth. Epilard on that last push genuinely came so close.
Two more steps. Two more
Two more,
steps.
2 more steps, and they would have had the lead, but it just wasn't enough. Double 52
Oh,
still reigning supreme at per usual. Few is your paddling pool champions. Congratulations. But Epilarp, an amazing showing for Epilarp. Amazing
yeah,
showing for Epilarp.
and Stormy, you know what? I won the bet because they did not knock out. So
All right, fair enough. All right, yeah, you won. You got it. You won.
hey,
I was
you got
wrong.
me with the wait, but that means we'll have to commentate next time to settle up a tiebreaker because we're one each. So maybe
Next time, oh my god. We'll see if I'm. We'll see as long as I'm not busy. If I'm not busy.
Oh, so you don't want to come with me again? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, that's not what I. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. It's just very rare for me to be free to commentate. It's just very rare for me to commentate.
Well, I'll call it a once in a blue moon experience because I'm gonna be honest, you are like one of the like it was so solid coming and it was so fun to like get the sets, the energy, and you're just amazing. Like everyone just give it up for Stormy, and I guess we are on to the closing segment. So as before we get started, a big thank you to Jorian for hosting this. Well, Dapple Productions, but Jorian for streaming, so we can use our beady little eyes to commentate and give play-by-play. Thank you, Jorian.
Indeed. With that being said, we are signing out, folks. Mouse, where can the people find you?
Oh, they can find me on my Blue Sky mascot and Blue Sky. I haven't seen a single comment ever since I've started. Again, just at me, like, say if I've done like improvement or like just say you notice me because like it's cool to see like people who I know just see me be a bit, the mic is a bit of a interesting. But Stormy, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me on multiple platforms. You can find me on Blue Sky at Stormy Senpai. Find my YouTube at Stormy Senpai, where I've uploaded consistently. You find some funny content. Follow my stream at Stormy Senpai 2, and follow me on Twitter talking about some nonsense at Stormy Spam. Thank you guys so much for watching Paddling Pool on Dapple Productions. Do tune in next week. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.
Yeah, no, I'll upload one of the things to like the Adventures of Anarchy. I'll probably upload one of my replays for you to dissect. I will be intrigued. But with that, thank you. Thank you, everyone. And that's it. Goodbye.